Help, holds, got to make a move. Laurent comes out, helps, gets the ball for a quick touch, back to Jasper. Shot clock 10. Now here is Floyd with the ball, top of the three-point circle, clock's at 5. He mishandles, he gets it to Honor, he guns up a prayer, it's off back iron, long rebound, slapped by Obi Oha, taken by Honor Huff. Shot clock reset at 20. Now Honor starts to penetrate, and he draws a foul with 2:38 to go. And Honor Huff will have a 1-and-1 at 2:38 remaining.
What a great move by Honor to take the taller Davis. Davis extended his arm. Honor up through it, drew the contact. Probably could have got a technical foul on Oklahoma's head coach as well, who was out near half court gesturing wildly and is now being told, that's enough, get back to your bench.
I told him that's enough about 6 times. Hit him up with the tee. Honor Huff, 4 of 4 at the line. 5 of 5, and it's a 3-point Oklahoma lead, 71-68.
What a great job by Harlan Obi Oha. He couldn't get to it. Chance went up first, knocked it in the air. Harlan came from the backside and just tapped it out to keep that possession alive. Massive play in this game.
Both free throws good. Honor Huff now with 26 in West Virginia. Down by 2, 71-69. 2:30 and winding as Xavier Brown brings it into the front court for Oklahoma. The crimson-clad Sooners. A quick touch for Wagee. Hands the ball over to Pack, now to Brown. Nigel Brown way up front, near midcourt. Shot clock is at 9. They get the ball out to the right side corner. Back out front, it's at Brown with 3 on the clock, 2. Desperation 3, heave, no good. It's an air ball. Possession, West Virginia. Mountaineers will get the ball down 2 with 2:07 to go.
That's a big boy defensive possession with this game on the line. That is outstanding.
Oklahoma 9 team fouls. West Virginia with 5 as Honor Huff brings the ball across midcourt. And we now have exactly 2 minutes to go in regulation. 71-69 Sooners. Huff dribbling it, gets a screen by Laurent. Gets another screen by Brennan. He's at the top of the 3. Now bounces it into the lane. Here's Laurent, head faking, shooting, and scoring to tie the game at 71.
Again, created because of Honor Huff.
1:40 to go. Timeout, Oklahoma. West Virginia has come back from 13 down here in the second half. And why should we be surprised? They have done it all season long. 71-71. West Virginia. A 7-0 run over the last 2:11, and Oklahoma has gone in a drought over the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
You just said it. I don't know why we're surprised. You and I have been doing this a long time combined. I can't remember a team that is as good in these situations as this group of West Virginia Mountaineers. They don't get flipped out. They don't get flustered. They don't hang their head. They continue to come and play, and they battle themselves back into games, and you're 138 from a crown championship here.
98 seconds of regulation. The debut season of Ross Hodge. And this team that was put together last May, that came together on the practice floor for the first time in June, is down to its final 98 seconds of being together. And they are in a tied game for a championship with Oklahoma. Inbounds taken by Xavier Brown. Met at midcourt by Jasper Floyd. Brown sends the ball cross court to Wagee, who hands it to Pack for an open 3. Swish.
Nice offensive set there, and that's a tough shot. Brennan Laurent was closing. Pack got it up over him.
74-71. Oklahoma by 3. 1:15 to go. Mountaineers trying to answer. Jasper Floyd has it outside right, gets it to Honor. Just a few feet over midcourt. He weaves through the defense. He'll try a 3 to tie, and he does with 1:05 to go.
What a battle. 2 of the best three-point shooters in college basketball history going at it right there.
Locked at 74, 55 seconds to go. Oklahoma in its front court. Pack with the ball. Drives to his right. Pack heads to the corner, bounces the ball into the lane. They skip past it. They throw it away into the Oklahoma bench. Tay Davis came to the near side with a pass, and they throw it away.
Great job. West Virginia's defense got Tay Davis flustered. Darion Reed didn't move. Feet were in cement. Didn't come get it. Threw it straight out of bounds.
West Virginia 2 timeouts remaining. Oklahoma has 1. Possession West Virginia with 44.9 seconds on the clock. Honor Huff inbounds to Jasper Floyd. Game is tied at 74 for the Crown Championship. Honor with the ball, dribbling just over midcourt. Starts to penetrate, and he is fouled on his way to the basket. And he will get 2 regardless because it's the 10th team foul. And he'll have an opportunity to break a tie with 33 seconds on the clock.
Tony, we have said this all year as well. He's as good on the perimeter as any player I've seen. I have yet to see somebody that can stay in front of him. There's another example. Just blew right by the defender and drew the contact.
Huff's free throw shooting back on Thursday is why West Virginia is here. And now he puts one up and he gives WVU the lead. 75-74. West Virginia up. Honor Huff has just scored his 30th point. A deep breath at the line to our right. Up it goes. He hit it. Mountaineers lead by 2 points, 76-74.
All right, now close off this lane as you have done since Harlan has come back in. Stick on Nigel Pack. I would guess they're going to try and shake him loose for their first option right here. And then when that shot goes up, Tony, get on the glass and corral this miss when it comes.
All right, here we go. West Virginia showing a little token pressure in the backcourt. Inbounds taken by Xavier Brown. He hands the ball to Nigel Pack. 76-74 Mountaineers. Pack in the front court for Oklahoma. Dribbles over to his right, switched onto by Laurant. Pack takes it to the far side. They get it into the lane. The shot for the tie is up, and it's good by Tay Davis.
Yeah, they got a Gortat screen in there. It's technically illegal, but they don't call it anymore. It cleared the lane for the layup.
76-76. Honor Huff over midcourt with 10. West Virginia will play it without a timeout. Down to 6, down to 5, down to 4. Here's Honor Huff dribbling. Huff into the lane, puts up a scoop shot. No good. We're going to overtime here in the championship game. Honor Huff went into the lane and put an underhand scoop shot up, and it did not go. And this game will go to overtime, tied at 76 apiece. On the other end, it was Tate Davis that tied it up.
Tony, it's our final game of the year. We might as well play an extra few minutes here in Las Vegas.
The second overtime game in 3 games here in Las Vegas for West Virginia. They went overtime against Stanford, and now overtime here 2 games later against Oklahoma. Mountaineers rallying from 13 down with 14 minutes to go in the second half. They outscore OU 39-35 in the second half.
One thing to watch, let's talk about it here before we get going. You now have to go another 5 minutes with Harlan Obi Oha with 4 fouls. He has been the difference in this game defensively. Oklahoma has really struggled when he's been in. So let's keep an eye on how this overtime session is called.
West Virginia huddled around the chairs down on the floor there, the coaching staff inside giving its instruction. West Virginia in the second half shoots 52% from the field. For the game, the Mountaineers are at 46%. WVU has made 12 three-pointers. They're shooting 43% from 3. 74% at the foul line. Oklahoma in this game has shot 58% from the field, 47 from 3. They've made 8 threes, and they're 8 of 10 at the foul line. You know that telling stat, Brad, if you can make more free throws than the other team attempts, you normally get the result. And right now, West Virginia's made 14 to Oklahoma's 10 attempts.
And that really helped West Virginia from about the, 8-minute mark on, where Chance Moore was unguardable on the perimeter, getting to the line. And then it was Honor Huff taking over there late, getting himself to the line and getting this thing in overtime.
West Virginia will bring Harlan Obi Oha onto the court to start overtime. Locked up at 76. Fans getting their money's worth here in this second ever Crown title game. Wagee to jump it off against Obi Oha, and the tip control by the Sooners. Wagee And immediately into the hands of Nigel Pack, who has scored 20 here today. They get the ball into the lane. Kick pass, right side corner. Xavier Brown penetrates, gets a screen in the lane. Layup shot, no good. And the rebound cleared by Jasper Floyd. Outlets the ball to Honor Huff. Honor into the front court, gets a screen. Honor puts us up a three. On the rim, won't go. Rebound slapped out by Obi Oha, and it will go to the Sooners.
Tony, defensively, keep an eye on this. It's about the last 3 times down the floor, that Gortat screen. And what I mean by that, that's when the offensive player doesn't set a traditional screen but turns his backside into the defender to create a driving lane. Oklahoma's been going to it every possession down.
Second possession for the Sooners here in this first overtime. Pack dribbling it out front, guarded by Jasper Floyd. Cross him over, puts up a runner in the lane. No good. He's fouled by Jasper. And Pack, an 85% free throw shooter, will have a chance to put the Sooners up here in overtime.
It was there again. Mo Waukkee's the one that stepped in and cleared space with his backside. Pack could have gone to the basket had he chosen with that same play again.
So Nigel Pack will go to the line first time in today's game. The all-time great scorers in college basketball, 2,342 points coming into today's game. Up it goes. Got it. And Oklahoma scores the first point of OT. That's his 21st point. 77-76. Sooners. And here comes the next one from Pack. And that one is good. Now West Virginia looking for its first points here in overtime. 4:20 and winding. Jasper Floyd walks it through the center jump circle, bounces it right of the circle to Laurent. Lazy pass, steal. He tried to dump it down to Obi Oha, taken by the Sooners. They're up 78-76. West Virginia now. They try not to surrender points off of that turnover. They get it in the lane, and an uncontested slam dunk for Tay Davis.
Yeah, Harlan got caught up top. No one slid over on the backside rotation to cut that off.
And immediately, Ross Hodge calls a timeout. Exactly 1 minute gone in this overtime, and the Mountaineers find themselves down by 4, 80-76. And a timeout, a 30-second timeout taken by Ross.
On that offensive possession, they were trying to go a little high-low with Belo into Harlan, but Harlan got hung up in some traffic and stood up by the Oklahoma defender, and Belo didn't hold it long enough to let him get established in there, led to the turnover.
All right, so West Virginia gives up 4 points here in the first 60 seconds. That's the bad news. The good news is you have 4 more minutes. And a very, very key possession coming up here.
Yeah, as Ross Hodge knew, that's why you take the timeout there, make sure you draw up a play you like on this end. Again, we know Honor's going to get defenders flying at him. Should create some driving lanes for either Belo or Chance Moore.
Honor Huff, who leads all scorers with 31 points, will inbound. Oklahoma's going to show some pressure in the backcourt. They've got 2 defenders on Jasper Floyd, and the pass comes all the way out near midcourt to Chance Moore, who bounces it back to Jasper. He dribble jogs over the 10-second line. Looking to get the ball to Honor, and he does. Far sideline left. Now to Laurent, left of the lane. Laurent backing in against Tay Davis. Takes him in the paint. Drop step in a crowd. We're going to call a travel violation against Brennan Laurent. And no protest by Ross Hodge.
Oh, and he was right there, Tony. If he could have just gone up strong right when he turned the corner, he had an easy look.
A very shaky start to this overtime by the Mountaineers. They give the ball back to the Sooners. Oklahoma leads it 80-76. Momentary stoppage as they clean the perspiration off of the floor. And now West Virginia with a little token pressure.
Yeah, and they might come here with Pack coming around the side to get it in that 2-man game, see if they can free up the lane right here.
Tate Davis in the front court for the Sooners. Into the hands of their point guard, Xavier Brown. Now Pack runs out and gets it out near midcourt. 3:25 to go in overtime, 80-76 Oklahoma. They set up a screen. Now Pack starts to push. He pushes off, puts up a floater, and it goes in for two.
So there it was, the Pack two-man game and the Gortat screen by Waukee, who just pushes up the lane and clears that out to create the shot.
Oklahoma's gone up 6, 82-76. Sooners. Jasper Floyd dribbles on the right side of the floor, backing in against Nigel Pack. Gets it to Honor. He gets the ball to Obi Oha. He'll try a three. Horrible shot, but the ball out of bounds off of Pack of Oklahoma, and West Virginia will get the ball back.
A break for West Virginia there. That's not where you need Big Harlan shooting with the game on the line here.
Not the time to take your fourth three-pointer of the year. 82-76 Sooners. Inbounds taken by Laurent. It's now time for West Virginia. Brennan gets the ball out near midcourt to Honor Huff. Honor uses a screen, penetrates, sends the ball left corner. Jasper Floyd tries a three, swished it in. Much needed for the Mountaineers. Floyd's first basket of the game. He had missed his first 8 shots.
Great job by Honor. Collapsed on him, found Jasper for a wide open shot.
West Virginia down 3, 82-79. Mountaineers badly in need of the stop. Xavier Brown hands it over to Nigel Pack. Pack penetrates right side, down the lane, layup shot. No, blocked by Laurent, taken by Moore. Chance Moore racing down the floor. Right side, Huff in the corner for a three. Got it! West Virginia ties it up at 82.
How about Chance Moore looking like an old school Magic Johnson there up the floor in the dish.
2:05 to go in overtime. Timeout, Oklahoma. West Virginia does it again. They score 6 straight points in 39 seconds to tie it up at 82. And this unbelievable West Virginia team, when it comes to surrender, just continues to refuse to lose.
What a great defensive play by Brennan Laurent as Oklahoma got all the way down the basket. He went up straight up and gave you a little Sagaba Kanate two-hand block shot, picked up by Chance Moore. And credit Moore for not just holding it and slow it down. He knew he had numbers and everybody was behind him. Raced up the floor. Honor found his spot in the corner and knocked home the game-tying three.
That is Huff's 8th three-pointer of the game.
The 3rd time he has hit 8 this season in a game.
West Virginia all locked up here at 82 apiece. So now that momentum, which has been like a pendulum back and forth, is sitting right in the middle. Who will get the next pop here?
Well, I think you're going to get what you've seen the last few possessions. The two-man game at the top with Pack. You're going to look for Waukee to clear up the lane and create some space as they drive down the lane towards the rim.
Here comes Xavier Brown dribbling left side. Cut off by Jasper Floyd. Now re-enters, double team, sends in the corner. Pack open three, no good. Rebound in the lane, into the hands of Laurent. Now taken by Jasper Floyd. 1:45 to go. Ross Hodge calls the play set. Floyd delivers the ball to Honor Huff. Honor dribbling it way out front right. Shot clock 14. They run 2 on Honor. Honor stops, hands the ball over, way out near midcourt, taken by Jasper Floyd. Floyd against Pack. He's going to try another three. Floyd hit it with 1:21 to go. Jasper Floyd with his second overtime three. The Mountaineers have come back from 6 down in overtime. They lead 85-82, 1:10 to go. Xavier Brown of Oklahoma begins their offensive set. Dribbles to the far sideline. Crosses over. Short corner, underneath, layup shot, up, no good, ball loose, ball fought for, ball West Virginia, Laurent comes up with it, now to Honor Huff, he's fouled with 55 seconds to go. An unbelievable block on the other end of the floor by West Virginia defensively. They got the stop. It was Obi Oha who posted up inside, up for the shot was Tay Davis, and Harlan Obi Oha went up and he blocked it. The loose ball was then taken by West Virginia. A foul against the Sooners, and Honor Huff will go to the free throw line. He will get 2 shots on the play.
He's been the difference defensively all day, has Harlan Obi Oha, and he might have made the play of the day right there. That was a great block. And then how about Jasper Floyd? Comes in there and gets his hands on the ball to keep it alive, to allow Belo to pick it up. What a defensive possession there.
First free throw. Good. West Virginia goes up 2 possessions, 86-82. With 55 seconds to go. Huff has 35 points. And the next one coming up for the senior from Brooklyn. Got it. He makes a pair. A career high for Honor Huff of 36 points. 87-82 Mountaineers. Wagee out of the game for Oklahoma. And now the Sooners will try to answer. They've gone 224 without a point.
Here comes the two-man game at the top. We've seen it the last 8 possessions.
Xavier Brown dribbles over to the right sideline, guarded by Chance Moore. He penetrates, cut off on that corner, gets the ball in the corner. Reed, 3, off rim, no. Rebound, West Virginia. Laurent into the hands of Honor Huff. Honor races into the front court. They're after him, and they foul him with 37 seconds to go. Honor Huff will go back to the free throw line with West Virginia on top by 5 points, 87-82.
Tony, for the life of me, you are having success at the top. You've got one of the great scorers in college basketball history in Pack, and you decide to run down the side where West Virginia wants you to go, and you get in the corner and you allow Reed to take the 3. For the life of me, I do not understand why that was the play call right there, but we'll take it.
Huff at the foul line. Up it goes. Got it. Honor Huff has scored his 37th point. And West Virginia now leads by 6 after trailing by 6 here in overtime. It's 88-82, Gold and Blue. Muhammad Wagee, the former Mountaineer, re-enters the game. Jadon Jones to the bench. An opportunity now for Honor to put West Virginia up by 7 points. 3 possessions with 37.4 on the clock. It's in the air. He did it. Honor Huff, 38 points, 89-82 Mountaineers. The inbound for the Sooners, taken by Xavier Brown. Brown into the front court. Brown, long straight 3, no good. Rebound deflected, controlled by West Virginia. Jasper Floyd has it. Floyd dribbling the ball up the floor. Oklahoma's not going to foul. Into the front court to Honor Huff. There are 20 seconds to go in the game. Shot clock at 18. The celebration begins here in Las Vegas as Huff looks into the stands, and the Mountaineer fans here in T-Mobile Arena have risen as one. Final seconds are coming off of the clock. Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and the shot clock expires, and this ball game will be momentarily stopped. There's going to be some time on the shot clock here, on the game clock, I should say. They'll put 1.5, ball inbounded, and this game is over. The West Virginia University Mountaineers are the champions of the college basketball crown as they rally in overtime to boom the Sooners. It is a great day to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be. 89-82, this West Virginia team, who all season long refused to bow after falling behind in games, once again comes back from a double-figure deficit, trailing by 14 points in the second half and then by 6 points in overtime. West Virginia wins it 89-82. They are champions of the second ever Crown basketball event here in Las Vegas, and what a fitting way for this Mountaineer team to end its first season under first-year coach Ross Hodge. A 21st victory, a championship, and you know what? Not a bad $300,000 payoff as well.
That, to steal one of your lines that you like to use after games, that was fun. Hey, can we get more games out here in Las Vegas? How about this team? And I think what you said, of everything you said there, the most apt description was this. That is fitting.
Them right out of the gates and try to put us on our heels and try to make us catch the ball out of the areas we want to catch it. They're going to try and overplay the basketball and play for steals. They're a team that really thrives on disruption and chaos, creating live ball turnovers off steals. If you drive it into places, they're going to try and rally and block shots, and that leads to the transition game for them. And we got to do a great job of kind of nullifying and neutralizing those chaotic, disruptive plays.
You guys are playing really well right now. Give me a couple keys to tonight's championship.
You know, the first key offensively, we got to take care of the ball, and sometimes it's going to be just break to get a catch off of that. But we got to value the basketball at a high level and then knock down shots. Defensively, we've got to keep them in front. We've got to make sure that we're sending some help on some of the isolation plays they run with Hall and some of their other players, and really disrupting by putting bodies in the way, making their decisions difficult.
But we're also
and we
here for the little things.
Level then. So
we're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Jacob Hillman here with you inside our Auburn Sports Network studios as we bring back in Coach Randall Dickey from Indianapolis for his keys to the game, presented by Sun South. Coach, what are the keys to Auburn claiming this first NIT title in program history?
Well, I believe in threes, and I got three big ideas that I think the Tigers must do to prevail tonight. They must defend the three-point line. As you heard Coach Pearl speak about, Tulsa has 5 different players that shoots better than 39% from behind the arc. They must cover the three. Secondly, because of that, there's going to be a lot of numbers of long rebounds, so defensive rebounding is a must in my position. I think if you limit Tulsa one shot and limit their second opportunities, that helps yourself and helps for the cause as well. Third, the Tigers must play fast, furious, and aggressive. Make the game athletic and shoot a high percentage on the offensive end. And if the Tigers do these things, they win their first National Invitational Tournament championship in school history.
Let's go back to that first key you mentioned, and it's three-point shooting. Miles Barnstable and Ade Papola, both of them dynamic three-point shooters for this Golden Hurricane ball club. And it might be the toughest three-point shooting team that Auburn's faced since maybe Alabama back in the regular season. Just Auburn's defended the three a little bit better throughout this NIT run. How do you continue to do that and play defense on the inside as well? Because you don't want to let that open up just because you're so focused on the three ball.
Well, I think that's true, but you've got to be there on the three-point line. I think we got the guys and the numbers to take care of the inside. Now, one thing about the inside guys, they cannot get in foul trouble and create problems for the Tigers in that area. But defending the three-point line, I just don't think that Tulsa can beat the Tigers on their first shot. So they got to have second opportunities. That's why my second big key is defensive rebounding is a must. And then the Tigers have played so well because their offense have been sensational. They've played fast. They've scored fast break points. They've passed the ball ahead in the transition. They've had a high number of assists. Actually, 20 assists against Illinois State was absolutely sensational. When you're scoring well on the offensive end, it gives you a little bit more pep in your step on the defense.
All right, quickly in 30 seconds or less, the familiarity with this gym. Auburn played in Gainbridge Fieldhouse back in December against Purdue. That result wasn't what the Tigers wanted, but that familiarity can certainly help going into this game.
Well, we certainly left here with a little bit of sour taste in our mouth in Gainbridge Fieldhouse, but I think today you can turn that. You can walk away, done something that no other team in the history of the school has done. You've got a chance to etch your name in the stone of the historics and the historians for years and years to come, and it's a big positive plus. You also This has been the 5th consecutive season the Tigers have won 20 games. They've done a lot of positive things. They've shot a school record 713 free throws. They've done a lot of positive things. Coach Pearl's won more wins in his first year than any coach in Auburn history in the debut season. That's a big plus. So we've got a lot of positives that's taking place this year, but tonight we could put some hardware to show for it.
A huge opportunity ahead, Coach, and we look forward to your call with voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham. Coach, Randall Dickey's keys to the game are presented by Sun South. Sun South John Deere is the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. The Tigers and Golden Hurricane face off for a trophy in the sport's longest-running tournament. Auburn plays for its first NIT title. Tulsa goes for its third. It's college basketball's beginning, and we bring you all the action from Indianapolis. The starting lineups and tip-off are next after these words from your local station. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Hall of Fame coach Kim Evans, who called you from Auburn? What was the first contact that you had from your alma mater?
So the first contact that I ever had was a guy named Pat Dye. So I got to talk to Coach Dye and spend some time with Coach Dye a few years earlier. Yeah. And talk to me about Auburn and coaching here. Just kind of one of those great drive around Auburn couple hours that I'll never forget. And his bird dog sat in my lap the whole time.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and number 1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting 5.
Pettiford, top of the circle. He'll put up a 3 to tie it. It's good! It's a high between the circles. Screen from Jovic to the left wing for 3. Good.
Anytime you set a screen for Tahad Pettiford, he comes on open. You better look out because he can shoot it in that hole.
Tahad Pettiford, Jersey City, New Jersey, Hudson Catholic High School.
Murphy ahead for Overton. Drives into the lane to the basket. Good.
Beautifully done. Nice steal by Murphy. Made the outlet pass to Overton, and Overton took it coast to coast all the way.
At the top of the circle to Overton. Had the 3, didn't take it. Shot clock at 16. Spins down the lane. Overton. Fade away. 8-footer. Good.
Beautiful little step back.
Kevin Overton, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman North High School.
Freeman. Elijah. Good step to the hole and jams it with 2 hands.
What a beautifully one dribble from way behind the three-point line. Used the Euro step and then slammed it home.
Wing for Freeman. Goes baseline to the basket. Shoots and missed it. Got it back and put it in.
Extra effort plays.
Elijah Freeman, West Palm Beach, Florida, Wellington High School.
Gets it underneath. Hall up with a left-hand scoop. Left side Hall. 3-ball Hall. Good. Right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Working outside the lane, now into the lane, bumps his man, gets it back up, and in with a foul!
Nice one-on-one move by Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn Big R Hall, Cleveland, Ohio, James Ford Road.
Low post, Jovic with the 2-hand dunk.
That's a good way to start.
One-on-one against Johnson, underneath for Jovic to put it in.
Jovic Filip, Bijeljina, Bosna i Hercegovina, Mega Basket Belgrade.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn 21-16 on the season, went 7-3 in the SEC. Stephen Pearl, a record 21 wins in his first season at Auburn, a record of 22-16 overall. Before we get to the Tulsa starters, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Tulsa 30-7 on the year, went 13-5 in the All-American Conference. Eric Kunkel, in his fourth season at Tulsa, a record of 64-67, 11th overall, a record of 217-142. Tylan Riley at the point, junior out of Las Vegas, 14.5 points, 4.4 rebounds. Ade Popola on one wing out of St. Louis with 97 threes. Miles Barnstable on the other wing, a 6'2 senior from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, with 102 threes. Tyler Barron, 6'10 junior at the point, 6 points, 5 rebounds. And David Green from Apopka, Florida, 6'7 grad student, 15.7 points, 4.5 rebounds. The officials tonight: Bart Lennox, Randy Richardson, and Brooks Wells. Chad Barlow is the standby. They're in the center circle. The tap is controlled by Auburn. Tigers will go to the basket to our right, and we are underway in the NIT championship game. Right wing, Elijah Freeman. Further down the right wing, it's Jovic outside the arc. Hands it to Pettiford. Free ball from the wing. No. Whistle, foul. And I believe that Pettiford is fouled and will go to the line for 3.
I think so. That was a really good set play for the Tigers right off the bat. A lot of times you see teams come out and try to jam the ball close to the basket. They run a play for Pettiford to get him started. Really had a good-looking shot, but the guy closed on him, foul. He's got a chance for 3, and I love to see Tahad at the free throw line.
4-3, and the first is missed.
You'll see it go through the basket. That'll open his jump shot up, make it a lot better for him.
83% from the stripe this season. His second free throw is in the air, and it is good. The foul, by the way, was against Tylan Riley, their outstanding point guard.
That's really huge because they have a hard time playing without him. He is their catalyst, and he runs the show.
Second of his 3 free throws. 2-0 Tigers on top. Auburn, the home white uniforms, blue numerals and lettering. The orange sash down the side. Tulsa, the away blue uniforms with the gold trim. Tulsa basketball, Barron out of the left wing. Cross-court pass to Popola, excuse me. Off to the right wing, it goes for Barnstable. Down the left side of the lane, Green against Jovic. Goes up and banked it in.
That's our best inside guy. He's a hard driver. He's left-handed. He kind of slithered through there, slid right by Jovic and laid it in.
2 apiece. Auburn and Tulsa championship game of the NIT. Left corner, it's Jovic. Drives it to the free throw line. In the lane, spins on Barron to the hole and jams it with the left hand.
Holy smokes. It's just a normal layup, and he got up above him and just flushed it through with his left hand.
4-2 Auburn on top, 18:56 in the first half of play. Out on the right wing, Green. Cross court to Barron. Top of the circle to Riley. Riley on the left wing. Being framed there. Drives it into the lane. Goes up. He missed the shot. Rebound comes to Jovic.
Good
ahead
defense.
to Overton. Tigers lead at 4-2 with the ball. Right wing, Pettiford. Drives to the hole. Down to Jovic. Head fake. Dunks it with 2 hands.
Back-to-back slams for Jovic. What an assist for Tahad Pettiford that time. Just spoon-fed him right at the basket.
6-2 Auburn on top. 18:27 in the first half. Left wing 3 for Tulsa. It's short. Rebound comes to Hall. Missed 3 from Popola. Left wing, Overton. Skip pass. Off to the right wing. Pettiford for 3 for Auburn. In and out. And the rebound pulled in by Riley for Tulsa.
That's a good look on the early offense on the fast break that time. Just didn't go down.
Riley out at the right wing, picked up by Jovic in a switch straight away. Throws it off the right wing. It comes for Green. He'll pop a 3. Didn't get it. Weak side rebound. Tap from Pettiford to Overton on the break for Auburn. KO across midcourt left wing. He'll stop and pop a 3. It was blocked. Jovic got the rebound. Right corner 3. Pettiford in the air. Got it!
There we go. Good team basketball. Get a second opportunity. Instead of shooting the ball covered, Jovic kicked it out for a wide open Pettiford and got a 3 ball.
9-2 Auburn. Riley out at the right side, picked up by Overton, almost in the center circle. Gets the ball to Barnstable, their best 3-point shooter. On a curl, Popola. Kicks it into the corner. 3 ball in the air from Green. Didn't get it. Rebound, Barron over the back of Pettiford and a foul. And I think they're going to get Pettiford for an undercut. Yep, they will.
Just a big size. You got 6'10" down there. Tahad was trying to box him out. He was trying to give all his effort he could. About every corpuscle in his body was working on that box out.
Barron averaging 5 offensive rebounds a game in the NIT. There's a steal. Pettiford ahead for Elijah Freeman, but it's taken away by Barron. Riley the other way for Tulsa. Tigers lead at 9-2. Riley top of the circle against Jovic. Step back, had a 3, didn't take it. Lobs it low post for Green. Up, and it's blocked out of bounds. And out of bounds off Green. Pettiford blocked it off Green, and Auburn gets the ball.
That's a highlight defensive play. Post defense by Tahad Pettiford. He got mismatched on Green that time. Not only did he get the lob over the top of Tahad, he ran around behind him and blocked his shot before he could get it off.
Tahad Pettiford across midcourt. Right side bounce pass for Freeman. Top of the circle for Jovic. To the right wing, Freeman. Down to Hall. First time on offense tonight for Keyshawn Hall. Left-hand dribble. Picks it up. Throws it to the top for Freeman. Backs up with 12 to shoot. Bounce pass for Jovic. Right back to Elijah. Down the lane against Barron. Knocks him over. Goes up, and they got Freeman for the foul. He had the basket made. Well, I'd love to see where Barron was. Was his foot inside the semicircle when he was knocked down? Foul goes against Freeman. It's his first.
That's a good point.
I guess he dropped the shoulder a little bit. 9-2 Auburn. 16:40 first half of play. Tulsa basketball. Riley across midcourt for the Golden Hurricane. Gets a screen. Overton steps right through that screen, stays right with Riley. Riley drives it, left side of the circle. Hands the ball there to Popola. Popola now against Overton. Gets his turn, drives to the hole. It's blocked, and a foul against Auburn.
Tigers are doing a really good job on their perimeter defense. They were a little over aggressive, so the guy put it on the deck. Popola was driving hard to the basket, got right to the basket. 3 Tigers tried to block his shot. One of them ended up getting fouled.
Yeah, it was Keyshawn Hall that picked up the foul, and Popola at the line shooting 78%. It's a 78% free throw shooting team. Popola out of St. Louis, went to Parkway North High School, Moberly Area Community College. His first free throw is good. 6'5" junior with 97 threes, and that's not the most on this ball club. Second free throw, and he made both, and it's a 9-4 Auburn lead.
Give the Tigers a chance. They have not run a half-court offense since the first possession, so this will give them a chance to run a special play here.
Pettiford, Hall outside the arc. Right wing for Jovic. Drives on Barron. Backs him into the lane. Goes up and under, and he missed it. And the rebound to Barron. Auburn looking for a foul there, didn't get it. Drive to the hole by Green. He missed it short. Rebound, and it comes to Freeman for Auburn. The outlet to Kevin Overton. Tigers up 9-4. Auburn with the ball. Left wing Hall. Head fake 3. Now to Overton. Drives at free throw line. Running left-hander. Swish!
That's a beautiful shot fake. Behind the three-point line. Drove it right down the middle of the basket. Just a little 6-foot floater.
11-4 Auburn. Riley against Pettiford, who knocked the ball away. Riley stays with it. Ball still loose. Jump ball. Jump ball. And the alternate possession will go to Tulsa. Timeout on the floor. 15:35 to go in the first half, and a good start for the Tigers. Auburn 11, Tulsa 4. Tonight's first half is presented by Southern Union, conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn. Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control. At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. 15:35 to go first half. 17 on the shot clock for Tulsa. Auburn leads the Golden Hurricane Randall 11-4.
Tigers are off to a really good start. They look quick on the floor. They've had a lot of deflections. They've had 2 or 3 opportunities. They had a kick ball that they didn't get the call, that they were in transition. That could have been a score as well, but they are shooting 57%, which is really good. 33 from the line and behind the three-point line, and 1 for 3. They got a 6-2 advantage on the backboard. 6 points in the paint. 3 assists on 4 made baskets, and they've held the Tulsa Hurricane to scoreless the last 3 minutes and 48 seconds.
They want to play golf and support Auburn student athletes. War Eagle Plus is hosting the War Eagle Plus Golf Classic on April 20th at the AU Club. Spots are limited, so sign up today at auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus Golf. That's auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus Golf. Tigers on top, 11-4. That tie-up by Pettiford. Move the arrow to Auburn after Tulsa will have the ball out of bounds.
It's hard to describe what a hustle play that was by Tahad, but the guy that he was guarding turned his back toward him. The ball kind of squirted loose, and he kind of started to fall on it, and Tahad came out of nowhere and just dove right in there between his legs to tie that ball up.
Sebastian Williams-Adams and Caden Magwood check in at the timeout. We've seen this rotation all throughout the NIT. They join Elijah Freeman, Keyshawn Hall, and Kevin Overton on the floor. Tulsa basketball. 17 to shoot. Ball at the top. They substitute Jalen Lawal. Very good three-point shooter. He drives it. Picks up the dribble. In some trouble. Gets the ball out to the top, and there's a steal. A steal on a drive to the hole. It's up, it's missed, and a foul. And that'll send Elijah Freeman to the line for Auburn.
He's been absolutely terrific the last 3 weeks in his defensive denials. He's got quick hands, long arms, ran through that pass that time. He had a highlight dunk coming, and the guy ended up fouling him, so he's got a chance for 2 free throws here.
Miles Rigsby off the bench with the foul, a 6'6 junior from Fort Worth. Freeman averaging 11.6 rebounds and 2 assists in the NIT. At the line, shooting 71% from the stripe this season. Auburn leads 11-4. A couple shots for Elijah Freeman. The first is in and out.
He's just really made a lot of improvement. He's just growing every day. Elijah gets a little bit better, and he is loaded with some talent, natural talent. And once he grows into that body, he is going to be something special.
15:22 to go in the first half. An opportunity to take the lead to 8 for Auburn. Second free throw from Elijah. Missed it short. Rebound Freeman. Elijah in the lane. Up with the right hand. He got it.
Unbelievable how athletic he is. He gets his own rebound off the free throw and then just gets all the way up above the defense and lays it in for an easy 2.
13-4. Auburn on top. 15:06 in the first half of play. Top of the circle, Jalen Lawal. Kicks it left wing for Barnstable. Low post. Picks up the dribble there. Back to Barnstable at the top. Picked up by Magwood. Now Sebastian Williams-Adams. Barnstable to drive to the hole. He put it up. He missed it. Rebound low post. Tulsa. Out to the top. 3-ball Lawal. No. Rebound underneath. Foul against Tulsa. It's going to be a foul clearing out in the rebound. And Auburn will get the ball back, leading 13-4.
I think the Tigers were a little fortunate at that time.
Agreed.
Tulsa had a second opportunity and really had a wide open 3 and missed it, but fouled on the ensuing offensive rebound.
That was Ian Schmeichel, who was a childhood teammate of Elijah Freeman in West Palm Beach, Florida. Said they lived down the street from each other.
Well, they probably shared stories this week throughout this NIT festivity.
Auburn and Tulsa sat in suites next to each other last night at the Final Four, and I watched Elijah talking with his childhood friend.
Well, that's good. It's so they both have a little more incentive, bragging rights for back home.
Pettiford back into the lineup for Auburn. Tigers lead it 13-4. To Hod. Bounce pass Freeman at the top. Off the left side, Kevin Overton against Barnstable. Left-hand dribble to the baseline for Freeman. Elijah, step back. 3 ball in the air. No, it's short. And the rebound pulled in by Tulsa. Miles Rigsby up the floor for the Golden Hurricane. Top of the circle. Now to Barnstable. Stop and pop 3. Didn't get it. And the rebound pulled in by Freeman for Auburn. Up the right sideline. Elijah to the wing. Picks up the dribble. Looking for somebody to clear. Ball is deflected. It comes to Pettiford between the circles. 19 to shoot. Auburn leads by 9. Pettiford on the wing to the top. 3 ball straight away. Sway. Good! He's hit his last 4 in this tournament.
Well, he is just growing as well. He's getting better, doing stuff every day. In practice yesterday, he made 6 or 7 threes in a row and comes out today and hits his first one.
And Tulsa calls a timeout at the 13:55 mark of the first half. Auburn 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. Tulsa 1 of 10 from the field and 0 of 5 from 3. But you know at some point that 3-point shooting is coming from the Golden Hurricane.
Well, for our listeners to see what Barnsdale took his first perimeter 3, and it was under duress, and the ball just hovered around that rim. You could just see how he's got great touch on the basketball. He's an outstanding shooter.
In the scout, they likened Barnstable as a 3-point shooter to Mississippi State's Josh Hubbard, but he's bigger and a better athlete.
Well, he's got an unbelievable touch. I thought the ball had a magnet on it because he took an off-balance 3-point shot. Sway was really challenging that shot, and it was a tough look, but his ball just stayed right around that rim, and that's a mark of a great shooter that has unbelievable touch on the ball.
And then Sebastian at the other end knocked it home. He's his last 4 threes. He was 3 of 3 against Illinois State.
They are such a 1-2 punch with he and Jovic around that front line for the Tigers. It's been fun to watch that maturation throughout this last few weeks.
16-4 Tigers. Riley back into the lineup at the point, drives it down the lane, head fake, gets Hall off his feet, or rather gets Overton off his feet and draws the foul. That's exactly what Riley wanted to do there. He wanted to draw the foul. He has more than 100 more free throws than the rest of this Tulsa ball club.
He is a crafty. He's not very big, but he's a crafty point guard. He's the quarterback for Tulsa Hurricanes. The Golden Hurricane he is a really good player, really smart, knows that he couldn't go over the top.
And his first free throw is missed. He's out of Vegas, out of Durango High School, transferred to Tulsa from Cal Baptist. Auburn leads at 16-4 with 13:45 to go in the first half of play. Riley will try to trim the lead to 11. And he does. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Pettiford will work it up the floor against Romad Dean, and now he backs off. And Pettiford across midcourt, picked up by Riley at the point. Picks it up, gets the ball to Sebastian. Kicks it left wing for Hall. Head fake, drives it in the lane, spins to the baseline. Head fake, off the glass, he didn't get it. Lost it, got it back. Head fake again. He lost it. Ball goes out of bounds off of Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn really had a lot of trying in that time. He really made an effort. He missed the first shot, went and got the offensive rebound. He kind of got sandwiched in between 2 players and really never got his balance where he could explode back up, and the ball kind of squirted out of bounds.
Barron replaces Smickle on the low post for Tulsa. Auburn leads 16-5, 13:22 in the first half of play Tulsa basketball. Left wing Rigsby. Top of the circle now for Dean. Off the right wing, Barron. Backdoor pass too far. Trying to set up Leon Sifferlin on the baseline. They threw it too far, and Auburn gets it.
That's Tulsa's back-to-back set plays. They got one with the point guard. He drew the foul, got 1 point out of it. That time the backdoor play did not work as well.
They press off the inbound pass, and now Overton will bring it up the floor against Miles Rigsby. KO across midcourt. 13:05 in the first. Auburn leads it by 11. Overton to the hole, off the glass. Nobody's fouled. And the foul will go against Rigsby. That's going to be his second, I believe.
It was really an explosive move by KO that time. You don't see him do that a great deal. Most of the time he stops and takes a mid-range. That time he was going all the way to the basket, and he turned the Jets on to draw the foul. That's all they had to do to keep him from scoring.
Led the SEC during the league games at 93% from the line. He'll get a couple. First is good.
Such a mature, very solid basketball player. He has really come on late.
Blake Michalek in for Auburn, replacing Freeman. Good start for Elijah. Very active on both sides of the floor. Overton can take the lead to 13 right here. He got the kind roll. Boy, that thought about rimming out, didn't it?
That's a nice touch. A lot of players have that and some don't, but that KO got that touch and rolled it right in the basket.
18-15 Auburn. Riley at the left wing. Between the circles. Off the right side, it's Barron outside the arc. Barron to Riley. Picked up on a switch by Sway. Riley, stop and pop three. Didn't get that one. Rebound. Hall pulls it down with the left hand. Auburn on the break. Hall to Michalek, left wing. Didn't take the shot. Gets it to the top for Hall. Hall against Barron. Free throw line, 18-footer, good!
Beautiful jump shot. Keyshawn Hall just froze his defender, got up over the top of him. That's good to see. Keyshawn's been wanting to try to get him a basket, and he finally did.
20-5 Auburn. Romandine to Barnstable, off his hand, out of bounds, Auburn basketball.
The pressure and the athleticism right now is really making Tulsa struggle in their offensive sets.
20-5 Auburn on top, 12-16 to go. We're 16 seconds at least away from another media timeout. Hall, Pettiford in the backcourt. He'll bring the ball up the floor on the right-hand dribble. Top of the circle, gets a screen from Sway to the left wing. Underneath for Sway. Off his hand, he retrieves it in the corner, right side. Working on Barron, now near a double team. Whips a pass, Pettiford, free throw line, down the lane. To the basket, no, it didn't fall. And the rebound the other way. Barnstable for Tulsa. Underneath, ball deflected out of bounds by Kevin Overton. And that'll take us to a timeout break. Good start for Auburn. 11:53 to go in the first half. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. 11:53 in the first. Auburn 20, Tulsa 5. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
There's Team Pride, and then there's Extra Tiger Pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier, too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Download the Auburn Athletics app, powered by War Eagle Mobile. Buy tickets, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and manage your War Eagle Plus subscription. And listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously. On the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics. Download it now.
Auburn leading Tulsa 20-5 with 11:53 to go in the first half up in Indianapolis. Jacob Hillman here with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, and they've gone final in the College Basketball Crown Championship game. Oklahoma and West Virginia went to overtime. The Sooners scored the first 6 points of the overtime period, but then West Virginia ends the game on a 13-0 run to win it 89-82. The Sooners didn't score in the final 3 minutes and 19 seconds of that overtime period, and West Virginia was led by Honor Huff, who scored 38 points in that contest. 8 of 15 from 3 and 12 of 12 from the free throw line to highlight his scoring performance. And the Mountaineers are college basketball crown champions. We go back to the NIT championship where Auburn and Tulsa are facing off with voice of the Tigers Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
Jacob, thank you. 11:53 to go in the first half. Auburn 20, Tulsa 5. Good to see both Charles Barkley, Bruce Pearl, a lot of Pearl family members on hand for this championship game tonight. Watching their son, their brother. Stephen out there coaching. Tigers up 20-5 here at the 11:53 mark of the first half.
Tigers are really off to a good start. They've holded Tulsa to only one field goal. Tulsa is 1 for 11. Without the 3 of 4 from the free throw line, Tigers would almost snuff them. But they are really doing a good job. No field goals in the last 7 minutes and 30 seconds for Tulsa.
That's amazing.
3-point defense has been outstanding, holding the Hurricanes to 0 for 6.
Riley will trigger baseline right. 25 to shoot for the Golden Hurricane. They stack up 2 down each side of the lane. They run Barnstable into the right corner. They have to throw it out to the top for Popola. Now to Barron, hands it back to Riley in the center circle. 20 to shoot for Tulsa. Tigers lead 20-5, Tulsa basketball. Drive to the hole by Green. Gets Freeman off his feet and missed it. And Green will go to the line for 2 on the second foul for Elijah Freeman, and that's a concern.
That is, Green is left-handed, undersized four-man. He catches the ball right at the elbow now. When he puts it on the deck with his left hand, he's got a real good angle to the basket. Elijah tried to crowd him. Ended up making contact to get his second foul.
First free throw is good for Green, 68% this season. He's a 7th-year senior. And Freeman will come out with 2 fouls, and Jovic is back in. Green has played at Hofstra, Louisiana Tech, Rhode Island, and now at Tulsa.
He's going to take a little longer than what I took to get out.
He knocks on both free throws. That cuts the lead to 13. 11:40 in the first half. Auburn on top, 20-7. Pettiford, right wing, hands the ball to Hall straight away. Now Williams-Adams. Left wing, Sway to Jovic. Hands it to Pettiford, turns the corner. 3 ball to Hyde. Good!
Big splash, set play. After that timeout, great call by the bench and the coaches on that to get Tejada 3 ball.
23-7, Tigers lead it. Tulsa with the basketball. Riley against Jovic. Out to the top to Popola. Popola straight away. 97 threes this year. There's a steal. Sebastian Williams-Adams knocks it ahead, runs it down, lobs it to Hall. He'll wait for the numbers. Hall to Green. Tried to pass it to Jovic and threw it away. Here's Tulsa with numbers the other way. Popola on a drive gets Overton off his feet and put it in. Boy, that was a grand opportunity for Auburn that the Tigers could not convert on.
Yeah, just that's the Tigers have not turned it over very much. That was only 4 turnovers, but that was a poor one because it was a dead layup.
23-9. Right corner, head fake there. Overton, right wing 3 ball, didn't get it. Rebound Hall, low post. Head fake, goes up, he missed it. And the rebound to Tulsa and a foul in the play, and Hall was fouled, I think, on his shot, I believe. Or was it on the rebound? No, it was on the shot, so Keyshawn goes to line. It was a late whistle on the low post.
It sure was. Looks like the guy was trying to guess whether he'd call it or not call it, but
Barron whistled for the foul, his first. Hall gets a couple. 224 free throws. Now 225, an Auburn record.
What amazing feat. How much time he spent at that free throw line this year, and he's up there, he and Kevin Overton up there 85%.
And he knocks on both. Tigers up 25-9. 10-21, first half of play. Tulsa basketball. Riley working on the wing. Passes at top of the circle for Green. Right back to Riley. Picks up the dribble again to Barron inside the arc right side. Don't leave him open. He'll take the 3 out there. Lobs it there. Gets the ball to Green against Jovic. 3 ball in the air. Didn't get it. Rebound Hall.
Good defense by the Tigers that time.
Keyshawn on the break. Sebastian Williams-Adams almost knocked out of bounds by Barron, and their post just picked up his second foul.
That's a big second foul there because the 2 players that Tulsa struggles to play without is Barron, their center at 6'10".
And he's on the bench.
And their point guard as well, he is such a catalyst. They cannot lose him, and he's got a foul as well.
Ian Schmeichel comes back in at the low post. Auburn basketball. Out to the top, Sebastian. Bounce pass, Hall. Double-teamed Hall. Drives baseline, Hall. Into the corner, Hall. He's in some trouble. Lobs it out to the top for Pettiford. 15 to shoot. Right wing to High. Gets a screen. Baseline. Drives it into the lane. Knocked out of bounds by Riley, and Auburn will have 10 to shoot here. Tigers on top, 25-9. 9:42 to go in the first half.
First baseline out of bounds for the Tigers. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got plenty of time.
Jovic drives it against Schmeichel. Turns, shoots off the glass, didn't get it. Tap up, missed. Tap up again, and Jovic, good!
Just Sebastian Williams, Adams, and Philip Jovic was just all over the rim that time way above the Tulsa Golden Hurricane.
Jovic with 6 points on the night. Drive by Riley into the lane. Goes up, he missed it, but was fouled. Auburn up 27-9 with 9:23 to go in the first half. And Tylen Riley is at the line for 2. Played it for a Nevada and won a Nevada State Championship at Durango High 3 years ago. He's at the line for a couple. Foul whistled against Jovic. Free throw is good for Riley. First foul on Philip Jovic. 6th foul against Auburn. Tulsa has also been called for 6. Big point guard at 6'3". Knocks home both free throws. 27-11 Auburn. 9:21 to go in the first half. Well, you just want to see Auburn take momentum into the locker room.
That's for sure. You can't let up in a championship game. You just got to keep pouring it on.
Pettiford at the top of the circle. Bang! It was just inside the arc, but he knocks it home.
Just a little drag screen, a pick and roll at the top of the key, and Tahad just weaved his way for a nice mid-range jumper.
First in double figures tonight for Auburn. He has 10. Tigers up 29-11. Riley against Jovic down the right side of the lane. High off the glass, he didn't get it. And the rebound to Hall. Keyshawn up the left sideline. Just inside the NIT logo. Crossover dribble. Down 2 guys. Drives to the hole, and it's going to be another charge on Keyshawn. Dip the shoulder, and that's the second foul on Keyshawn Hall. Does he come out for Auburn?
Well, I think you probably should. You got 45 seconds. It's 8:45 on the clock. You got a media timeout at the 8-minute mark. You better save him a little bit.
And Auburn will bring Mashalik in, and Hall will sit down with 2 fouls.
It just hasn't come as easy for Keyshawn Hall. It looks like Tulsa's defensive scheme is to double team him every time he gets it.
Riley out, and Rigsby back in at the point. Freshman from Plano, Texas. He drives right side. A bounce pass to Popola at the top. Down the left side of the lane. Popola. Top of the circle now for Martin. Martin against Jovic. Picks up the dribble outside the arc right side. Hands the ball to Popola on the wing. Near the baseline. Head fake. Gets Jovic off his feet for 3. He didn't get it. Rebound out of there. It's Overton. And he's fouled on the play by Schmeichel.
What a muscle rebound by Kevin Overton. He had all the trees on top of him that time, but he went up between them, snagged it off the glass, and also drew the foul.
And that's the second foul on Schmeichel. So their 2 bigs both had 2 fouls.
They have just had a hard time with the quickness and the athleticism of the Tigers.
Look at the rebounding edge right now.
It is 16-5.
Yes, in the favor of Auburn. Overton at the line for a couple. Excuse me, it's a 1 in bonus. First is good. Auburn 30, Tulsa 11. Schmeichel out. I'm sorry, Schmeichel back in, so it was not his second foul. The foul was against Barnstable, his first. Free throw, good by Overton. And that will bring Caden Magwood in, and Overton will get a brief rest before the 8-minute timeout. 31-11, 20-point lead for Auburn. Tulsa's gone the first 12 minutes, almost 12 minutes without a three-pointer. How long will that last? Rigsby on the wing against Mashalik. Gets a screen to the top. Drives on Jovic down the right side of the lane. Ball knocked out of his hand from behind by Auburn. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Auburn. And that will take us to the timeout break. 7:58 to go in the first. Your score: Auburn 31, Tulsa 11. Your team is your most valuable asset, so ensure they're protected with the best workers' compensation insurance available. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Back to Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis for more Auburn basketball in the NIT Championship.
7:58 to go in the first half. Tigers lead Tulsa 31-11. It's already been a good day for Auburn athletics. Auburn men's golf with another team championship today. And Jackson Coyven with his 9th career low medalist honor. We'll have more of those details coming up with Jacob Hillman on Conecuh halftime. Auburn leads 31-11, 7:58 to go in the first half. Tulsa at the free throw line on the foul against Jovic. I believe that's the second foul on Jovic. One foul against Jovic. Overton and Freeman have the two fouls apiece for Auburn.
Yeah, I thought that Jovic had 2 fouls as well, but what sets into mind in the first 12 minutes of this game, the play by Tahad Pettiford. You talking about a stat stuffer. He's got 10 points. He is 3 for 5. Field goals, 2 for 3 from the threes, 2 for 3 from the line. He's got a rebound, 2 assists, only 1 foul in 11 minutes. He has been quite productive.
He's on the floor, so is Caden Magwood. Auburn's players with 2 fouls are important. Overton, Freeman, and all. Jovic out there along with Sebastian Williams-Adams, Caden Magwood, Kevin Overton, who has 2 fouls. Keep that in mind. And Tahad Pettiford. And Rigsby is at the free throw line for Tulsa. Miles, a junior from Fort Worth, Texas. A transfer from Troy, where he was the Sun Belt Conference Freshman of the Year back in 2024. His first free throw is good. 87% from the stripe this year for Miles Rigsby. Second free throw, and he knocked them both home. 31-13 Auburn, 7:57 on a counting clock in the first half. Magwood across midcourt. Pettiford out to the left wing. Guarded there by Rigsby. Low post, it's Jovic. Spins on Schmeichel. Left side, 3 ball. Overton, nothing but the bottom of the net.
That's the reason they put him right back in. Another thing is he's really held Barnstable down as well, which is the best three-point shooter that Tulsa has.
34-13 Auburn, 7:30 to go in the first half. Rigsby way out on the top. Gets the ball to Popola. Had a 3, didn't take it. Back to Rigsby on the right wing. He'll strike back for a 3. He knocked it home, and he's fouled by Magwood. Caden didn't get out on Rigsby, and he knocked home the 3, their first of the night. But this is a chance for a 4-point play on the foul by Magwood.
And just kind of not as experienced a player. Magwood hasn't played very much until the last couple of weeks. Really a poor decision to foul that 3-point play.
That was Lawal with the 3, by the way. And his free throw is short. Oh, the rebound underneath. Schmeichel puts it back up and in. So that's a 5-point trip down the floor for Tulsa. 34-18 Auburn, 7-10 in the first half of play. On the right wing, Tahad Pettiford. Top of the circle, Sway. Left wing, KO against Barnstable. Low post for Jovic. Double team. Left wing, 3-ball, KO. Good!
That's a good inside-outside game between Overton and Philip Jovic going back and forth. They double-teamed Jovic. He kicked it out, and Kevin Overton is making them pay for that.
Overton, his first 3 of the night after he hit 5 for 5 Thursday night against Illinois State. Tigers are back up by 19, 37-18, and Stephen Pearl called the timeout this time. I think he's talking defense right now, don't you?
I don't think there's any doubt, because the mistake that Magwood made on fouling the three-point line is certainly not going to sit well with Coach Pearl, because we've got Tulsa right where we have them. Then they have a 5-point swing on one possession.
Right.
You just can't have that defensively.
Tulsa basketball with Auburn leading by 9, 37-18. Auburn has out-rebounded Tulsa tonight, 16-6. Tulsa 9 of 11 from the line in the first half. Auburn 8 of 11. Jalen Lawal across midcourt, right-hand dribble, picked up by Caden Magwood. Bounce pass inside the arc, it's Green. Now at the top against Sebastian. Drives, shoots, he got it.
Tulsa's got a little bit of rhythm going right now. They've scored that, had a 5-point swing there, and then they got a nice basket after that timeout.
37-20, Tigers on top. Magwood, Sebastian Williams-Adams at the top. Left wing, it's Jovic. Drives it, gets bumped. Back to the wing, head fake by Magwood, goes baseline. Cuts it out into the corner, gets the ball. The ball is deflected into the backcourt and out of bounds off Auburn. Let's see if Auburn will appeal this one. Looked like that was perhaps out of bounds, but Auburn will not appeal it. Ball was out. Oh, yes, they will. Auburn will take a look at it. I think Auburn is saying that that ball went out of bounds on the shoulder of the Tulsa defender. Stops the clock with 6:15 to go in the first half, and Auburn leading Tulsa 37-20. The last thing Auburn wants to do. Last thing you want to do if you're Auburn right now is let Tulsa get any kind of momentum at all going into the locker room at the half.
Well, I'd like to see them win this challenge right here. It's a cross court from us, so we really couldn't tell.
No.
But I'd like to see them win that, because you never know when you might need to save that challenge for later on in the game. In tournament play, every possession is valuable. Right now we've kind of let our guard down the last 3 or 4 possessions. The game is a little bit changed. Oh, yeah.
Barnstable knocked that one out of bounds. That doesn't appear to me that it hit Mashalik at all. Auburn may have this basketball.
I couldn't tell whether it grazed his hair or not on the replay.
Coming up at the half, Jacob Hillman with Conecuh halftime. Final basketball game of the year for Auburn. Hey, let me say this. Congratulations to Auburn's wheelchair basketball team. Beating Alabama to win its first national championship yesterday at the McHale Center in Tucson, Arizona. This review continues.
Must not have been a slam dunk as far as the visibility of what the clarity that the officials are looking at.
And now we're going to get the call from, you made it yet. Now Bart Lennox will step to the microphone. All right, good job. Auburn wins the challenge. Tigers keep it with 9 to shoot.
Yes, and better yet, keeps the possession.
That's exactly right. Auburn basketball down the left sideline near the hash, near the Tulsa bench. 9 to shoot for Auburn. Pettiford, Mashalik, Jovic, Sway, and Magwood on the floor for Auburn. Sway will trigger to the top for Jovic. Shot clock at 8. He drives it left wing. All the way to the hole. Head fake goes up, and they got him for a walk. So it's a turnover anyway for Auburn.
At least they'll get a chance to set their defense right here. But this last 6-10, Tigers don't need to let their guard down. Keep the pressure on them defensively.
8th time this year that Todd Pettiford's gone over double digits in the first half. His most ever, 16 against Arizona. He has 13 tonight. Barnstable to drive to the hole, leaves it. Schmeichel, low post against Jovic, and he put it in.
They're getting the ball deep in the paint against the Tigers.
Tulsa's hit its last 4 field goals. They trimmed the lead to 15 points, 37-22. Magwood at the point, gets a screen from Jovic. Bounce pass to Phillip at the top. Left corner, Sebastian. Another 3, didn't get that one. Rebound to Tulsa. Look out for the 3 here. Up the floor, step into a 3. So good. Rebound, low post, ball still loose. Magwood gets it out of there to Mashalik.
Good possession. We need to remember who Todd Pettiford is this possession.
Well, he has the ball. Tigers up by 15 points, 5:15 first half. Jovic, top of the circle. Hands the ball to Pettiford. Gets a screen, 3 ball to Hodge. Short, air ball. Out of bounds off of Auburn.
Tahad looks like he might have had a little heavy leg that time. He may be a little winded.
Will Overton come in? He will not with 2 fouls. I think Auburn wants at least to get to this 4-minute timeout before putting in any of the guys with 2 fouls at this point. 37-22 Auburn. Tulsa basketball, 5:02 to go in the first half. Ryland up the floor. Tylen Ryland across midcourt. Works on Magwood at the top. Bounce pass and a steal by Jovic. He drives right past Riley to the hole and lays it in.
Beautiful run-through pass. He denied his man the ball, kicked it out in front of him, ran and got it, and went and finished. What a play by the big fella.
39-22 Tigers on top. Riley, bounce pass. Schmeichel inside the arc. Now to Barnstable for 3. Foul! Foul! It's an offensive foul against Tulsa. It was the screen that did it. Barnstable missed the 3, and Auburn's going to get the ball back, leading 39-22.
Mashalik did a great job that time, chasing the shooter over the top. The guy put the hip into him. He drew the foul. What a winning play by Blake Mashalik.
Hall and Overton are in. Mashalik and Magwood are out. Tigers lead 39-22. Pettiford across midcourt for the Tigers. To Hall on the right wing. Head fake at 3 there. Further down the wing for Jovic, to Pettiford. 3 ball to Hodge. Off the back of the iron, rebound out of there to Barnstable. Ahead for Tulsa. Barnstable, great pass, shot is up and it's good for Tulsa.
It's the first fast break point that Tulsa Golden Hurricane has gotten today. Tigers just need to be careful, get to this 4-minute mark, get to a timeout on the media timeout and kind of regroup.
39-24 Tigers, 3:56. First half of play. Pettiford working on Riley. Spins past him. Top of the circle. Into the corner, Sebastian. Into the lane. Jump step. Up with the left hand. It's short. Rebound, Barron. Tulsa up the floor, trailing by 15. Off the right wing. Rigsby. Backs it up against Hall. Barron right back to Rigsby. On Jovic. Drives it. Drove his pivot foot. Barron underneath. And it's going to be a goaltend against Auburn. Barron's basket, and Tulsa's cut the lead to 13 with 3:30 to go in the first half. Timeout on the floor. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. 3.5 to go in the first. Auburn 39, Tulsa 26. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride. And then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up here again, looking all delicious with your fresh all-beef patties, melty cheeses, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch. When I want you, you're nowhere to be found. And now you're back? Aw, get in here. We just missed you, that's all. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back for a limited time and harder to resist than ever. Download the app. What a burger!
Download the Auburn Athletics app, powered by War Eagle Mobile. Buy tickets, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and manage your War Eagle Plus subscription. And listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics. Download it now.
Tigers lead by 13 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half in the NIT Championship at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Jacob Hillman here in our Auburn Sports Network studios as we gear up for Conecuh halftime, where we'll look at the Yellowwood scoreboard, all the championship action taking place across the nation. Then a look around Auburn athletics. Lots going on here at the beginning of April. And then we'll review the first half stats where Auburn has this lead over Tulsa. Now back for the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds of first half action at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Here is voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
Thank you. 3:30 to go in the first. Auburn's lead down to 13. Last 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Tulsa has hit 6 of its last 7 field goals and outscored Auburn 15-8. On the floor for Auburn, Elijah Freeman, Keyshawn Hall, Philip Jovich, Kevin Overton, and Tahad Pettiford. That's Auburn's starting 5, but remember this. Overton, Freeman, and Hall each have 2 fouls apiece.
Yeah, we got to get through this first half with those guys. You could just tell when we had to go to the bench, when we went to the deeper in the reserves, the smoothness of our offense failed, and then we blundered defensively. We fouled a 3-point shooter. Gave up that on a 5-point play on that one possession. Really changed the game right there. The momentum, Tulsa kind of got a little breath of fresh air. And another thing, too, Tulsa's got 14 points in the paint all of a sudden at the end of this first half.
Auburn basketball with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Who's going to win this last 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the half? Auburn has led by as many as 21 in this first half. Tulsa has come back, though, and they've done it with just 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, they've got the ball to the 2-point area. They've got it once in transition, and then I'm getting to the foul line as well.
Pettiford across midcourt, right-hand dribble. Outside the arc, it's Freeman. Top of the circle, Keyshawn Hall. Left wing for Kevin Overton. 19 to shoot. Overton looking to the top. Bounce pass, Jovich at the point. Right back to KO. Knocked it out of his hand. He gets it back. Drives to the free throw line. KO down the lane. Goes up. He missed it, but he was fouled.
So really a smart play and a smart offensive possession is to try to get something close to the basket, but better yet, draw the foul and get a free throw.
I believe the foul was on Barnstable, his second, and KO's at the line for 2 for Auburn. 9 points for Overton in the first half. Couple free throws here for KO. First is good. He and Pettiford in double figures. 13 for Tahad, 10 for Kevin.
I thought the Tigers might offense-defense substitute here late to save those guys with 2 fouls.
Overton knocks home both.
Here comes Mashalik. He will take one of them at least.
Freeman will sit down. And here comes Sway. And Hall will sit down. Yeah, so 2 of the guys with 2 fouls are out. And Barnstable sits down for Tulsa with his 2 fouls.
Really smart strategic move to get those guys out on the defensive end. And then if there's a dead ball on the offense, you can always play them offense, defense.
41-26 Tigers. Riley working on Pettiford. Now to Barron. Right side. Popola working on Jovich. Now Green, right side against Sebastian into the lane. Head fake. Picks it up, throws it out to the top. Popola inside the arc. 18-footer, banked it up. He missed it. Rebound, a whistle, and a foul. And they got Auburn. They got Auburn for an undercut.
Oh, my.
Yeah, holy cow.
What a defensive stand by the Tigers that time.
They got Mashalik for an undercut. He's just trying to get his guy who came over on his back.
And he had inside position on his block out.
Yeah, Barron at the line for a 1 and bonus. 68% free throw shooter.
2 of those fouls I've seen called today that I haven't seen this year.
First free throw is good for Tyler Barron. Out of Olympic College. Spent 5 years in the Navy. For Tyler Barron. Out of Olympic College. Spent 5 years in the Navy. Before coming to college. Jovic is out for Auburn, and Hall is back in. Also, Freeman back in for Auburn. Barron missed the second free throw, the rebound to Keyshawn. 41-27 Auburn. 2:34 in the first half of play. Hall at the right wing. There's a screen from Sway. Kicks it left wing for Pettiford. Spins twice down the lane. Running one-hander. Good!
What a play by Tahad Pettiford. He just took him one-on-one. Spin one way, went behind the back the other, and just rose up and shot the little floater.
Riley to Barron outside the arc, right wing. Barron, backdoor pass, and is kicked by Auburn. 2:09 in the first half. Auburn 43, Tulsa 27. That'll get Mashalik back into play defense for Auburn. Let's see who he replaces. Let's see. It is Freeman, and here comes Jovic to replace Hall. Tulsa basketball out of bounds, baseline right. They flatten it out against the baseline. Tigers up 43-27. Riley, the inbound, out to the top for Rigsby. Rigsby near to Riley, top of the circle against Mashalik. Riley, screen, picked up by Jovic. To Green against Sebastian, down the lane. Fade away by Green, good.
He's a nice player. He's got a little step back, kind of a 1 foot step back, and he raises that knee for a nice touch. Really good player. Green has kept the Tulsa afloat.
He's had a good first half with 10. Auburn leads it, 43-29. Sebastian at the point, now to Jovic. To Pettiford, got a screen. Inside the arc, spins near the key, now backs it out with 12 to shoot. 1:29 in the first. Jovic, right back to Tahad. Free throw line left to the top, KO. 4 to shoot. KO gets a screen. 3-ball right wing, got it!
Big splash. KO's got that 3-point shot down the last couple of weeks. He has just been dead eye there.
17-point Auburn lead, 1:10 in the first half. 46-29. Riley between the circles. Guarded there by Pettiford. Inside the arc, picks up the dribble. Back out to the top for Popola. To Riley. At the top against Mashalik. Wants a screen. Works against Mashalik. 18-footer straight away, didn't get it. Rebound tapped, and it comes to Pettiford for Auburn. Tahad, screen. Top of the circle, free throw line. Down the lane. Double hand slammerino for Sebastian Williams-Adams.
What a pass by Tahad Pettiford, just controlling this game, by far the best player on the floor tonight. What a just threaded the needle in Sebastian Williams-Adams. What a dunk.
Shot clock, game clock about 4 seconds apart. Shot clock at 16. Auburn 48, Tulsa 29. Riley at the top, gets a screen. Guarded loosely by Jovic. Riley against Mashalik. Free throw line, spins down the lane, goes up, he got it. 7 seconds to go in the first half. Auburn quickly ahead. Pettiford across midcourt, down to 3, down to 2. Lobs it up there, and it's no good, and the first half comes to a close. Wait a minute, hold on. Was there a foul called?
Yes, he tripped him.
Now they're going to make sure that the foul took place before the halftime clock. Pettiford went full length of the floor in about 4 seconds. And now, and it's the foul.
Oh, they were checking the ball when the ball went out of bounds.
I see, yeah.
If there were any time left on the clock. I thought they was going to call the foul because they literally tripped Tahad going to the basket.
Half second to go in the first half. The inbound 3/4 length shot by Rigsby. Banked up and almost got it in the first half. Comes to a close. A very good half of basketball for Auburn. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. At the half, Auburn 48, Tulsa 31 in the championship game of the National Invitation Tournament. Time now for Conecuh halftime. And here is Jacob Hillman.
Thank you very much, Andy. And not the only championship going on across the country here on this Easter weekend, first weekend of April, as Auburn leads it by 17 over Tulsa in Indianapolis. Conecuh Sausage is the official smoked sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers, and we check the Yellowwood scoreboard to start things off here on Conecuh halftime with the College Basketball Crown Championship game, where it was a couple of large leads both blown in the regulation period, where West Virginia led by 15 in the first half, and then Oklahoma led by 13 in the second half. Ultimately, the Sooners and Mountaineers head to overtime. Tay Davis for Oklahoma ties the game with a layup with 18 seconds left, and in overtime, Oklahoma scores the first 6 points of the extra period, and then it was all West Virginia, a 13-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 44 seconds to win it 89-82. The Sooners were held scoreless for the final 3 minutes and 19 seconds of action. Honor Huff led the way for West Virginia with a 38-point effort, 8 of 15 from 3 and 12 of 12 from the free throw line. For Oklahoma, it was Nigel Pack leading the way with 24 points on 9 of 18 shooting and 4 of 8 from three-point range. He also had 7 assists and just 1 turnover. When you look at the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship, it was South Carolina out of the SEC facing UCLA out of the Big Ten, with the Gamecocks appearing in their 4th national title game in 5 years, but never had much of a chance against the Bruins as they led the entire game and by as many as 35 points. They got 21 points and 10 rebounds from Gabriela Jaquez, and then Lauren Betts recorded 14 points and 11 rebounds for her double-double performance. The Bruins win their first ever NCAA championship in women's basketball after the 1978 AIAW title, which would have counted as a national title back then. Also, shout out to Auburn wheelchair basketball, defeating Alabama in the national championship 70-59 yesterday out in Tucson, Arizona, for their first ever championship, trailing by a point at the half, and then ultimately winning that game by 11. So that's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Of course, NCAA men's basketball championship tomorrow between UConn and Michigan, right up there in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium for the national title game after the Wolverines dismantled the Arizona Wildcats and UConn defeated Illinois. So that's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard for this weekend, and now we're going to look around Auburn athletics, and that's all coming up on Conecuh halftime, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch, come on, meet me at the ranch. Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the plains, Obi's Kids Club, presented by Chappie's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Obi's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle! Welcome back to Connect at halftime. Auburn leads Tulsa 48-31 at the break in Indianapolis of the NIT championship game. Jacob Hillman here with you inside our Auburn Sports Network studios. So we take a look around Auburn Athletics. This look around Auburn Athletics is brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. 11th ranked Auburn baseball took the series from number 15 Arkansas with an 8-3 win in the series finale at Plainsman Park. Alex Petrovic earned the win with 5 innings of work and 4 strikeouts, while lefty Jackson Sanders earned the save with a dominant 4 innings of one-hit baseball while striking out 8 Razorback batters. Offensively, Bub Terrell and Chase Fralick both homered late to punctuate the victory, while Brandon McCrane drove in 3 runs on 3 hits. It was the first series win against Arkansas for the Tigers since 2017, and the program's 13th regular season home series win in the last 14 chances. They'll continue the 8-game homestand on Tuesday at 6 Central against Jacksonville State. We'll have coverage on the Auburn Sports Network beginning at 5:45. Voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Brad Law. Top-ranked men's golf defended its title at the Mason Rudolph Championship for its 14th title of the season, while junior Jackson Quaven earned his 4th individual title at the same time. Tigers shot 26 under across the 54 holes to defeat the host team, number 11 Vanderbilt, by 17 strokes. Quaven saved his best for the final round with a bogey-free 66, featuring 3 birdies in the last 5 holes to win his 9th career tournament, becoming just the 10th player in all of college golf since 2010 to eclipse that mark. It was a complete team effort as all 6 Auburn players completed the weekend in the top 25. Up next, the final regular season event, the Ford Collegiate in Georgia, April 13th through the 14th. Softball fell to Arkansas in games 1 and 2, and we'll look to salvage a game in the series finale tomorrow at 6 with coverage available on Weagle 91.1 FM in the Auburn area, the Auburn Tigers app everywhere else. J.J. Jackson will have the call from Fayetteville. 8th-ranked women's golf was off from team competition this week as the Augusta National Women's Amateur was held, where current Tigers standout and the 2022 champion Anna Davis competed with a pair of 1-under-71s at Champions Retreat Golf Club and an even par 72 at Augusta National. She finished a tie for 19th place. Auburn gets its postseason started on April 17th, the SEC Championship. 4th-ranked women's tennis defeated number 6 Texas with a dominant 4-0 sweep in Austin yesterday. They now bring it to an 11-2 SEC record back home for the final regular season weekend of the season against Missouri on Friday at 5 and Vanderbilt on Sunday at noon. Both matches free to attend at the Yarborough Tennis Center. And on the men's side, they'll hit the road before SEC championships, their penultimate regular season match on Friday at Ole Miss at 3 and the finale on Sunday at Georgia at noon. Track and field continued its strong start to the outdoor season in Gainesville at Florida Relays with 15 personal bests set and 13 podium finishes over the 2-day event. The Tigers will return to action on April 16th for a split weekend at Wake Forest and at Florida. And then Auburn football is continuing spring practice under first-year head coach Alex Golesh. There is so much content from spring practice being pushed out on War Eagle Plus. You can go to wareagleplus.com and subscribe for all of that exclusive content coming out of spring practice as it all leads up to the annual 8A game on April 18th at 2 o'clock Central inside Jordan-Hare Stadium. That is an event that is free to attend. You just got to show up to Jordan-Hare on April 18th and walk inside and get a glance at what's to come in the fall with Auburn football. We'll have coverage on the Auburn Sports Network that day, a little bit of a doubleheader with Auburn baseball, its series finale at Florida earlier that morning. And then we have Tiger Talk, the last Tiger Talk of the season, this upcoming Thursday at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. That's at 6 o'clock Central on the Auburn Sports Network. Always be sure to check out auburntigers.com and the Auburn Tigers app for full schedules and more information. That look around Auburn Athletics is brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Again, your score at the half. Auburn 48, Tulsa 31. We take a look at the first half stats when Connect at halftime continues in a moment.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment, We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
I need a little range, step to the range. There's a new flavor in town, the Jalapeno Ranch Club at Chick-fil-A. With that juicy Chick-fil-A original spicy or grilled chicken, a buttermilk ranch bun, candied bacon, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeno ranch sauce. It's got big ranch vibes with a little heat. Chick-fil-A's new Jalapeno Ranch Club, available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier, too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Hall at the right wing. There's a screen from Sway. Kicks it left wing for Pettiford. Spins twice down the lane. Running one-hander. Good!
What a play by Tahad Pettiford. He just took him one-on-one, spin one way, went behind the back the other, and just rose up and shot the little floater.
Auburn leads Tulsa 48-31 at the break of the NIT Championship in Indianapolis. Jacob Hillman here in the Auburn Sports Network studios, taking a look at the first half stats. And Auburn basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn basketball. Let's go, Tigers. SeatGeek. And obviously with basketball season coming to a close, Auburn baseball and Auburn softball continues on, and is also the SeatGeek is also the official ticket marketplace of Auburn baseball and Auburn softball. So, Tahad Pettiford, your leading scorer in the first half with 15 points. It's his 9th game in double figures in the last 10, and the 8th time this season Tahad has scored in double figures in the first half. His most first half points this season is 16 at Arizona and against Tennessee in the SEC tournament. And then Kevin Overton's your second leading scorer with 14 points, 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. It's the 7th time this season KO has scored in double figures in the first half, including the last 2 games. Those notes courtesy of Scott Scroggins Noggin on Twitter and X. So the shooting numbers, 52% for Auburn, 38% for Tulsa. The big difference is the rebounding, 19 rebounds for Auburn to Tulsa's 11. And the Tigers have got 7 offensive rebounds to Tulsa's 2, turned that into 9 second chance points to Tulsa's 11. Points to the paint, even, 16 apiece. And turnovers, Tulsa's turned it over 7 times, and Auburn just 6. And then the Tigers led it for 19 minutes and 28 seconds of that first half, including a 21-point lead with 7:45 to go. And now they lead it by 17 points. Going into the second half, 20 minutes until an NIT champion is crowned at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. And that'll do it for Conecuh Halftime today and for this season. We've got second half action from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey when we return. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Looking for a street legal golf car? Diamond Golf Cars has the largest selection in the state, and the Auburn store is right off Oplaca Road, closer than you think. With locations in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville, they've been raising the bar since 2012 in golf car sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Cars is full service for all your golf car needs, and they offer pickup and delivery, carrying brands such as EasyGo, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCars.com today and drive different. Drive Diamond.
Life moves fast. Shouldn't your checking account keep up? Meet Explore Checking from Max Credit Union. No monthly fees, no minimum balance requirement. Enjoy perks like access to your paycheck up to 2 days early, earning rewards that can be turned into cash each time you spend with your Max debit card. Plus, with 24/7 digital banking and an easy-to-use mobile app, managing your money is quick and effortless. Start exploring today at mymax.com/explore. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCAA.
At Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing, we believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It's about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it all with your heart as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. As a proud Ream dealer, we're committed to offering top-quality products and faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Second half action coming up in the NIT championship game. And Auburn is on top of Tulsa 48-31. Auburn was able to nurse three of his starters in foul trouble to halftime without picking up their third. Auburn with Keyshawn Hall only getting 4 points in the first half. On the other hand, you look at Tulsa and Miles Barnstable with 102 threes on the season, held scoreless in the first half of play. He also had 2 fouls. And you know that there's a run or two coming from this Tulsa ball club here in the second half, and they can score in bunches and do it in a hurry.
Well, they shot 393 threes on the year, which is a school record. They've been making 10 a game. The Tigers defensively has been sensational in the first half, holding the Golden Hurricane to 1 3-point shot. They can do that in the second half. They can take home some medal.
Auburn with the ball to open the second half. Basket to our left. To Hot Pettiford to bounce past Kevin Overton, top of the circle for Hall. Keyshawn looks left, gets the ball to Overton there. Now to Jovic inside the arc against Barron. Double team right back to Overton. At the top, Pettiford had a 3, didn't take it. Shot clock at 12. Tahad to Jovic, right back to Tahad. 3 ball straight away, no. Rebound out of bounds off of Freeman, and Tulsa will get it.
It's just a so-so offensive possession by the Tigers. They had 2 different shots they passed up before Tahad taking that one. Got to get some cutters going through there, get their movement, kind of get the blood flowing in this first 4 or 5 minutes. Really important in the second half.
Tyler Riley at the point against Overton. Bounce pass to Barron, left wing outside the arc. To Barnstable. 3 ball. No, short. Rebound Barron on the low post. Bounce pass. Up and in, down the lane.
Right off the bat, first possession that Tulsa gets is a second opportunity, and they get a layup out of it.
Popola with the bucket. 48-33 Tigers. Jovic, top of the circle. Bounce pass to Pettiford. Right wing for Overton. Had a 3, now to Jovic. Low post against Barron. Gets bumped by him twice. Goes up, scores.
That got the angle at the basket. He just feathered it in right at the corner of the, between the backboard and the rim.
Tigers lead it by 17. 50-33. Jovic with 10 on the night. Riley outside the arc against Jovic. Drives it on Jovic. Left side of the lane. Head fake. Fade away. Good.
You're not going to keep those guys down very long. They're going to come back. They're too competitive. There's a team that's won the second most wins in Tulsa history at 30 games. The record is 32, set by Bill Self years ago.
Hall, straight away 3. Got it!
Oh, baby, we'd like to see him get going.
Uh-oh.
Keyshawn Hall from down deep.
53-35, Auburn 18-10 in the second half of play. Riley outside the arc. Oh, he almost turned it over, got it right back from Popola. Left wing, drive by Green in the lane. Fade away from about 13, didn't get it. Rebound Hall for Auburn. Tigers by 18 in the basketball. Hall across midcourt, right wing. Near the hash, now at the wing. Near the baseline where he's double teamed. Baseball pass to Jovic, right side of the key. Back out to the top for Overton, back to Phillip. To KO, to Jovic. Drives it on Barron, bumped. Head fake, goes up, got it, and Auburn's up 20.
What a power move by Phillip. Jovic just took him down, knowing he's got 2 fouls on him. Got it right up over the top of him and laid it in.
Popola left wing, outside the arc, top of the circle for Riley. Auburn 55, Tulsa 35. NIT championship. Riley in the lane, bumped, he lost it. Jovic has it. 2 Hall up the floor for the Tigers. Keyshawn on the right wing. Crossover dribble, step back, 3 ball, Hall short. Air ball, saved though by Freeman. To Overton. At the top, it's Pettiford. Right side of the circle, step back three. No. Weak side rebound, and it comes to Tulsa. Oh, Jovic had his hand on the ball for a moment. Popola, top of the circle for Tulsa. Auburn up by 20 points. 16:50 second half. Popola down the lane. Drives and draws the foul on Auburn. I don't know, it'll be Jovic. And I think, let's see.
It's going to be on Jovic.
It's the second foul on Phillip.
It's not too bad. Looked like the Tigers just kind of hazed him down the lane instead of moving their feet, getting over in front, and cutting the driver off.
Popola 78% from the line. First free throw is good. Tulsa on the night, 11 of 14 from the charity stripe. Auburn thought about putting Sebastian Williams-Adams in, decided not to. 55-36 Auburn, 16:47 in the second half of the NIT championship game. And he missed the second free throw, and the rebound comes to Elijah Freeman. Auburn leads it by 19. Tigers have led by as many as 21. That was at the 7:45 mark of the first half. Pettiford, left wing now to the top for Jovic. Phillip hands the ball to Pettiford. Guarded closely by Ryland. Back to Jovic. Drives it on Barron. Lost it. Fitz, whistle foul. Think they're going to get Barnstable, and that would be his third if it is Barnstable. It is a foul on Tulsa. No, it's not on Barnstable. I think it's going to be on... It's on Barron. That's his third. So he'll come out, and Schmeichel is in.
Schmeichel actually gave him some good minutes in the first half. He got a couple of baskets around. He got a rebound.
4 points and 2 rebounds. Auburn out of bounds. In the corner. Overton three ball. Oh, it's short. 55-36 Tigers. Quickly up the floor, Riley for Tulsa. On the wing, that's Popola. Between the circles, Barnstable. Nearly a steal. They get it to Schmeichel on the wing. Schmeichel, Popola, left wing three ball. It's good.
Got a little bit late around the screen that time. Tulsa is very methodical about running their offense around that three-point line. And if you're lazy only one time, that opened up a wide open three.
55-39 Tigers. Hall, KO. Top of the circle for Pettiford. Drives it out to the right wing. A screen from Jovic. Into the key. Off the right side of the key. Step back. 19-footer. It's short. Rebound. Jovic. Had it. Lost it. Ball still loose. Out of bounds, Tulsa. Jovic dove, knocked it off of Barnstable, who was out of bounds, and we have our first media timeout. 15:36 to go. NIT championship game. Auburn 55, Tulsa 39. Auburn basketball brought to you in part by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
And Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Alabama Power. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
15:36 to go in the NIT championship game from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Auburn leads Tulsa 55-39. Papola with a 3, just their second of the game, their first of the second half. Last time down the floor for Tulsa. Auburn will have the ball out of bounds baseline right with 20 seconds on the shot clock here.
Yeah, it's going to give them another baseline out of bounds. The last time they ran a baseline out of bounds, Kevin Overton came wide open in the corner. He just missed the 3. So the Tigers are setting good screens. They need to be effective on baseline out of bounds, especially when you get open shots. But they're really playing outstanding basketball. They've got 19 baskets. The Tigers have got 11 assists on those, which is outstanding. They're sharing the basketball. Taking a couple of marginal shots in this half, kind of forced it. I think the shot clock got laid on Tahad one time. He had to rush the shot a little bit. But we've missed a couple of easy baskets as well. They're only 3 for 8 this half from the field. Only 1 for 4 from the three-point line. Balance those stats out. Keep getting more assists. Keep sharing the basketball. And keep dominating the glass, which they've got a substantial lead at 23-15.
Sebastian Williams-Adams and Caden Magwood come in for Auburn as Jovic and Pettiford sit down. So it's Overton, Sway, Freeman, Key, and K-Mag out there for Auburn. Out of bounds, baseline right, 20 to shoot. Tigers lead it by 16 points. Inbound, Freeman, right side of the lane. Backs it up, top of the circle. Drives it. Loses it, gets it back out on the right wing, working on Rigsby. Sway right back to Freeman. Shot clock at 8. Freeman, bounce pass. K-Mag near the corner. Drives it baseline. Loses it out of bounds. Touch last by Tulsa. 1.4 for Auburn to shoot. Got to be pretty well to catch and shoot for the Tigers right here.
That's for sure. Shot clock's going down. They'll run something either right at the rim or right off the elbow.
Inbound, Overton gets it off and knocks it home.
Beautifully executed. What a great screen by Sebastian Williams-Adams.
And they're going to double check to make sure he got the ball out of his hand in time. If so, Auburn goes up 57-39. They're going to take a look, make sure that he got the shot away. Auburn had 1.4 seconds to shoot it there. Overton had 14 in the first half. This is his first basket of the second.
Oh, yeah.
And it's good. It is good. And the Tigers go up 57-39.
One thing, basketball players at this time of the year has a clock in their head. They've gone over it so many times they know if they've got 1 second or 2. It's about 1 second a dribble. KO really made a nice baseline jumper.
Tylen Riley at the point. Gets a screen. Magwood stays with him. Shot clock at 17. Now Hall in a switch. Left wing. On the wing, it's Rigsby to the baseline. To the basket. Rigsby up and in.
Just kind of powered his way right by Elijah Freeman, and Elijah knows he's got a couple of fouls. Did not really want to be too physical there.
57-41 Tigers. Top of the circle, Sebastian Williams-Adams to Kevin Overton. Top of the key, step back, 3 ball. KO didn't get it. And the rebound to Green for Tulsa. Green all the way up the floor, drives it down the lane, goes up and draws the foul. It's going to be Hall, I think. Yep, it's going to be this third foul on Keyshawn Hall.
This transition defense that time, Tigers did not break down and stop the basketball far enough out in front. He got ahead of steam, got to the paint, drew the foul.
Up. Third foul on Keyshawn. Green at the line for 2. 10 points on the night. Missed the free throw. 14:32 to go. Auburn 57, Tulsa 41. Green can cut the lead to 15 right here. Boy, he misses. You got to get that rebound, Auburn.
That's for sure.
He makes it. No pressure by Tulsa. 57-42 Tigers. 14-29 second half. Caden Magwood at the top. Bounce pass Sebastian Williams-Adams. Down the right side of the lane. Right wing 3 ball. Hall short. And the rebound pulled in by Green for Tulsa. Green top of the circle on Hall, who has 4 fouls. Goes up and scores, and Hall gets called for the foul. And that's the 4th on Keyshawn.
It's back-to-back transition baskets for him because he's getting the ball so deep. You've got to stop the ball a little bit further out Keyshawn is a little bit frustrated because he's not scoring it as easily as he's used to doing it. They're making him work on the defensive end, and they drew a couple fouls on him.
Hall is out with 4 fouls, Auburn's leading scorer on the season. Jovic is in. Green a chance to cut the lead to 12 right here. And he does.
Shouldn't be too long. We'll see Pettiford come back in. I know they want to get as deep as they can because he played 19 minutes in the first half.
57-45 Tigers. Caden Magwood drives it inside the arc on the left wing, and he double dribbled. And that's it for Caden. Here comes Tahad. And now a 3-ball for Tulsa cuts the lead to single digits. Tulsa on a 6-0 run. They've outscored Auburn 14-9 in the second half.
About as close as they've been in a while.
14 minutes to go, Auburn by 12. Riley. Top of the circle against Pettiford. Oh, man, Green just knocked down Sebastian. That's got to be a foul on Green, and it is. That's just his first foul of the night.
I don't know what took place down deep around the rim, but I know what took place at the top of the key. He just pushed Sebastian Williams out. It was a good defensive play by Sway. Tigers need to get a basket.
Auburn basketball leading by 12. 14-37. Make that 13-45 second half. Pettiford, a screen. Drives it right or left side. Underneath for Jovic. Working on Schmeichel. And he walked. It's Auburn's second turnover of the half. Just the 8th of the ball game. But again, Tulsa with a chance to cut the lead to 10 or into single digits. 13-38 in the second. Auburn leads it by 12. Tulsa basketball. Rigsby down to the low post. It's Green against Sway. Backs his way in. Fade away. Up and in. 10-point ball game. And the Tulsa fans on their feet.
They've got a little momentum right now. It's a good time for the Tigers to come down, execute their offense, make Tulsa guard a little bit, try to get an easy basket or get to the free throw line.
Sebastian Williams-Adams, right wing for Jovic. Phillip backs his way in against Schmeichel. Into the lane, loses it, gets it back, goes up, ball was batted away. And here is Green the other way, drives it, low post, shot is up, it's good. It's an 8-point ball game. Timeout, Stephen Pearl. Rigsby with the bucket. Tulsa on a 10-0 run. 12:55 to go in the second half. Our score, Auburn 57, Tulsa 49. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Dr. Michael Zabala.
Well, it was kind of funny because he called me and said, I have an injured player. Can you make him something to get him back on the field? And if I'm entirely honest, I didn't know exactly how we were going to do it. But I said, yes, we absolutely can. I didn't even know who the player was, but I did feel pretty confident we could make something for him. So Robbie and Kirk Nelson show up with who ultimately was Anthony Schwartz. Right. So we brought him in. Jake Larson, who's now our head of engineering at EXO, was a PhD student in my lab at the time. And he quite brilliantly figured out how to go from the scan of Anthony's hand to a 3D printed device that he was able to wear in his hand. And he started wearing it in practices, and then he wore it in games. And next thing we knew, he was scoring touchdowns while he was wearing it.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
$12:55 to go in the ball game in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in the NIT Championship. Auburn leads Tulsa 57-49. Jacob Hillman in our Auburn Sports Network studios with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. We go back to last night with the Final Four action where UConn defeated Illinois 71-62. advancing to the national title game. Terrace Reed Jr. had 17 points and 11 rebounds. And then the nightcap was the 1 seed Michigan Wolverines dominating the other 1 seed Arizona Wildcats 91-73. Adai Mara with 26 points and 9 rebounds as the Wolverines ran away with that one in Indianapolis. The national title game is set for tomorrow night at Lucas Oil Stadium at 7:50 Central. Now the Tigers look to tighten up at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. We send it back to voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
12:55 to go in the second half. Right now, Tulsa on a 14-2 run in the last 3:52. They've had 5 of their last 5 field goals. Auburn just 1 of its last 8. Auburn lost Keyshawn Hall to his 4th foul, so he's on the bench for a while. And the Tigers have gone 2 minutes and 20 seconds without scoring. Tulsa has cut the lead to 8 right now.
Tulsa's really came out in the second half. They played a lot better. They're 7 for 9 from the field, which shows the Tigers are not playing near as good a defense as they did in the first half. And then the Tigers are only 4 for 12 this half at 33%. So offensively not playing as well. Baskets are a little bit harder to come by. And then defensively, the resistance is not as good on the defensive end. So the Tigers need to pick it up on both ends. Try to get out in transition, get some easy baskets, but they got to do that. They got to defend and defensive rebound.
Pettiford, right wing Sebastian, to Jovic, to Tahad, pull up 15-footer, didn't get it. Rebound to Tulsa. Up the floor, Riley on the wing against Sebastian Williams-Adams. It's an 8-point Auburn lead, Tulsa ball. Barnstable at the left wing. Top of the circle, Green, straight away 3, in and out. And the rebound to Freeman. Up the floor, Pettiford with sway. Pettiford, ball knocked out of his hand. Here's Tulsa the other way. Rigsby, Green against Jovic. No, but a foul on Jovic. And that's the 3rd foul on Phillip.
Yeah, that's a little bit of turn of event on the reach-in turnover by Tahad that time. Tulsa had a run out, had a 3-on-1. End up, Phillip just wasn't going to let him get to the rack very easily, so he had to foul.
Green at the line for 2. Boy, he's been terrific tonight for Tulsa, especially in the second half. He leads everybody with 16 points. Make it 17. He can cut the lead to 6 right here at the 12-18 mark. Second free throw for David Green. And it's a 6-point Auburn lead. That's a 16-2 run right now by Tulsa. Buddy, Auburn needs a bucket.
It's time to execute, try to get one in the basket.
Pettiford drives it to the hole. Goes up. He didn't get it. Was fouled.
Get to the free throw line and make you 2 right here at Tahad.
Schmeichel, I think, will be called for the foul. It's either Schmeichel or Barnstable. And it puts Tahad Pettiford at the free throw line for Auburn. They're on a 12-0 run right now.
It's been a little over 3 minutes since the Tigers have scored.
Yep. 2 free throws for Tahad. And he makes the first.
I'd like to see him get to the free throw line a little earlier in the half, but with 12 minutes to go, it's good to see him at the free throw line. See that ball go in the basket.
And he knocks home both. Back to an 8-point Auburn advantage, 59-51, 12:06. Second half action. Tylen Riley against KO at the point. Left wing for Barnstable. Barnstable at the top. Now to Schmeichel. Outside the arc, left side. On the wing, 3-ball Green. Yep.
He's the guy. He's carrying Tulsa right now.
Cuts the lead to 5, 59-54.
When he gets on the perimeter, it's a little bit difficult for Sway to cover him out on the floor than it is around that basket.
Pettiford across midcourt. Tulsa snipping a little blood in the water right now. Pettiford from Jovic right back to Tahad. To Kevin Overton. Outside the arc, left wing. KO. Down the left side of the lane. To the basket off the glass. He didn't get it. Rebound tapped out. Tulsa the other way. Riley to Barnstable on the wing. Barnstable to 3. It's good.
Here they come. It's going to be a game.
Yep, 2-point game now.
The Tigers have kind of lost their rabbit's foot a little bit. They're not playing with near the quickness that they did early in the half.
59-57. Sebastian at the point. Right side, it's Jovic against Schmeichel. Backs his way into the lane. Gets bumped twice, 3 times stripped. Green the other way, they can tie it. They can take the lead. Green fouled by Overton. That'll be the 3rd foul and KO. And we've got a timeout. 10:43 to go. It's down to a 2-point game for the NIT championship. Auburn 59, Tulsa 57. On to Victory, proud to be the official events experiences company of the Auburn Tigers. Experience Auburn like never before through On to Victory. See upcoming events and sponsorship opportunities at ontovictory.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Defensive statistics are presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Tulsa's outscored Auburn 26-11 in the second half. They've hit 2 threes, but primarily they're getting it at the glass, and rebounding right now has evened up quite a bit. It's 24-21. And Tulsa has out-rebounded Auburn 10-5 in the second half. It's been one and done for Auburn here in the second half of play.
Yeah, we're not getting second opportunities, and we're taking marginal shots. We're keeping the ball on one side. Everything is off the bounce. It's a one-on-one play. They're not doing like they did in the first half, but he got a lot of shots off passes, which assisted passes leads to made baskets. They're not doing that. Everything is just kind of, when one guy starts one-on-one, the other 4 guys are standing. Need to get some movement in the offense, get back going offensively. That'll make their defense pick up, but they got to get control of Barnstable because he really made an outstanding 3-point shot, and Green has carried Tulsa in this half.
21 points on the night, 5 rebounds, and he's at the line.
This is about as long as we've gone in a while, 4 minutes and 32 seconds without the last field goal.
Yeah. And they called an intentional foul on Auburn.
He kind of came down on him. I think Tulsa was it was on Tulsa's end, so they were really advocating for that.
So Green can tie it, and then Tulsa will have the basketball with a chance to take the lead. Green's free throw is good. It's down to a 1-point ball game. Tulsa has never led tonight. They're going to have an opportunity on this time down the floor. We're tied at 59, and Tulsa will have the basketball right here.
This is going to test the Auburn Tigers a little bit right now. They need to just bow their neck a little bit, start making plays, bend their knees and defend, get out and defensive rebound, and get out and run and get some easy baskets.
Barnstable will trigger. Lobs it up to Green outside the arc, centers it to Riley. Tylen Riley brings it to the point, shot clock at 14. Left wing, Popola. Looked left, wanted to get it to Green. Instead, Riley at the top. 6 to shoot. Riley against Jovic. Drives, shoots, whistle. They're going to call a foul on Jovic. Well, it's a ticky-tack foul. I thought that he stumbled on his own.
So much size difference there
That's the foul on Jovic. 4th foul.
Yeah, that's a lot of size difference between Riley and Jovic.
Tulsa's outscored Auburn 20-2 in the last 4:27. Auburn just can't stop it. And there's the first lead of the ball game for Tulsa. 60-59. Jovic out. Hall with 4 fouls is in. He replaces Jovic, who has 4 fouls. 2-point lead for Tulsa. 22-2 run. Pettiford across midcourt to the left wing for the Tigers. Near a double team. Backs it up. Bounce pass. Sebastian. 1 dribble, now 2. Drives it on Schmeichel to the hole. He lays it up. He didn't get it. Whistle, foul. And they're going to get it on Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Yeah, they're going to call him for a foul. He kind of went over the back. He was a little frustrated with himself. He had a good angle for a layup. It didn't go down. And on the ensuing offensive rebound, I think he just kind of fouled him.
Foul against Sebastian gives the ball to Tulsa. And they're at the line. That's already Auburn's 7th foul. Wow.
Yeah, they're going to be shooting for a while from now on.
They are. Everything right now going Tulsa's way. Auburn led by as much as 21 in the first half. Up to 20 here in the second. But Tulsa's gone on a 22-2 run. And now Schmeichel at the line for a 1 and bonus for Tulsa. 39% free throw shooter. He missed it. Rebound tapped up, and it comes to Hall for Auburn. Outlet for Tahad Pettiford. 61-59 Tulsa. Tahad drives it to the hole. He lays it up. It didn't fall. Rebound out of bounds off Tulsa.
Yeah, just the easy plays are being hard for the Tigers to complete. That time Tahad had a layup, just like Sebastian did the previous possession. Missed an easy layup, but we retain the possession and got a baseline out of bounds here.
Barron in and Schmeichel out. Tulsa by 2, 61-59 with 9:55 to go. The inbound, Sebastian Williams-Adams against Barron. Tries to back his way down into the lane. Head fake, goes up, he scores.
Nice left-handed, right off the basket, backboard for a nice little jump hook. Really was enthusiastic, felt good after making that basket.
Tied at 61. Tulsa ball, Barnstable on the left wing. To Green on the low post against Hall. In the lane, out to the wing. 3 ball in the air. It's good. 3 ball by Riley. Tulsa by 3, 64-61. Auburn basketball. 9:15 in the second half. At the top, Tahad Pettiford. Working against Green. Wants a screen. Gets it. Down the lane. Lost the ball, foul. And that'll be just the 4th foul against Tulsa in the second half. Auburn trails by 3, 64-61, 9:02 to go in the second half. Auburn ball out of bounds. Baseline right. Hall with 4 fouls will trigger.
It'll be interesting. They've done a good job on the baseline out of bounds, getting shots. We need to get another one right here.
Freeman to the top for Sway. Now to Hall. Down the lane, lost it. Tulsa the other way. Popola. Free ball at the top. No good. Rebound to Freeman. Outlet to Pettiford. Tigers down 3 with the basketball. Tahad on the right wing. Gets a screen. Spins on Riley. Crossover. 3 ball to tie it. Didn't get it.
Everything is off the bounce right now. Nothing's off the pass. Everything is going to be a dribble handoff or a DHO or even a drag screen. But we're not getting any easy looks.
Right wing Riley. On the wing, Popola for 3. No good. Rebound Hall for Auburn. Down 3 Auburn basketball. Keyshawn up the left sideline. Brings it to the left wing. Crossover dribble. Top of the circle. Down the lane. Hall jump step to the hole. He got it.
Finally got a basket to go down. The one thing that he hasn't been doing is scoring it as easily. But one thing that Hall has done is rebound tonight. He's got 11.
His career high 15 earlier in the NCAA or the NIT. 64-63 Tulsa. 7:49 in the second. Right wing Barron. Right wing three ball. Barnstable. He's fouled. He missed it. But he goes to the line for three at 88%.
Yeah, he is by far their best free throw shooter.
7:44 to go in the second half. They're shooting 3 free throws when we come back. Tulsa 64, Auburn 63. Reminder to you, want to play golf and support Auburn student athletes? War Eagle Plus is hosting the War Eagle Plus Golf Classic on April 20th at the AU Club. Spots are limited. Sign up today at auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus Golf. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn University Board of Trustee member Bob Dumas.
My senior year, where we won it, was at Burning Tree in Decatur. Had some great teammates and great players, and it just all came together that week. We had been close. We had had a good year. We'd won several tournaments and felt like we had the capacity and the courage to do it, and we did. I think more was a very joyous time, of course, being the first. But I think later on, as you grow older, you begin to appreciate and value that much more.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Tulsa 64, Auburn 63 in the NIT championship game in Indianapolis. Tigers looking to come back in the final 7 minutes and 44 seconds of this ball game. Jacob Hillman here with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, and we make it a look around Auburn athletics as well, with 11th ranked baseball taking the series from Arkansas yesterday 8-3 at Plainsman Park. They'll be back in action on Tuesday against Jacksonville State at 6 o'clock Central. Coverage begins at 5:45 with voice of the Tigers Andy Burcham and Brad Law. Earlier today, top-ranked men's golf defended its title at the Mason Rudolph Championship for its 14th title of the season. Junior Jackson Coyven earned his 4th individual title of the season and his 9th career collegiate title, becoming just the 10th NCAA golfer since 2010 to eclipse that mark. And a reminder, A-Day is set for April 18th at Jordan-Hare Stadium. That is free to attend at 2 o'clock Central. We'll have coverage on the Auburn Sports Network. Now back for the 7 minutes and 44 seconds of game action in the NIT Championship. Here's voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
Auburn trails by a point, 64-63. The foul before the timeout was called against Tahad Pettiford, but it came on a three-point shot. And Miles Barnstable, an 88% free throw shooter, goes to the line for 3. Second team All-American Conference player, and the all-newcomer team this season. He'll get 3. The first is good. His 4th point of the night. 65-63, Tulsa. He gets the second. For Auburn, Tahad Pettiford, Kevin Overton, Elijah Freeman, Keyshawn Hall, and Sebastian Williams-Adams. And Barnstable knocks home all 3. And it's a 4-point lead for Tulsa, their biggest of the night.
It'll be good to regroup right here. We'll see what they call coming out of the timeout.
Sebastian at the point. Hands the ball to Overton. 18-footer short. Rebound Tulsa. Boy, a lot of Auburn's shots in this second half have come up short.
They sure have.
Tulsa by 4 with the basketball. At the top, it's Barnstable. To the right wing, Barron. working on Sebastian. Back door, off the hand of Laurent and out of bounds. Boy, he's wide open for a bucket, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. Auburn basketball.
Tigers are really fortunate that time. They got a turnover that Tulsa just kind of threw it straight out of bounds.
Auburn down 4 with the basketball. Pettiford on the right wing. 7:05 in the second half. Top of the circle, Sebastian. Left wing for Overton. Low post, it's Hall. Keyshawn. Nice pass. Sebastian with a double hand dunk.
What a beautiful pass from Hall to Sebastian Williams-Adams for the slam dunk. Maybe that'll give the Tigers a little lift.
Cuts the lead in half. 67-65. Top of the circle. Dean. Off the right side, Barron. Left wing. It's Riley. 12 to shoot. Riley near the left corner against Freeman. Now lobs it low post. Barron. He missed the bunny. And the rebound comes out of there to Overton the other way. Tigers down 2 with the ball. KO. Between the circles is Freeman. Elijah, one dribble back to Overton. 6:19 in the second half. It's a 2-point Tulsa lead. 67-65. To Hyde Pettiford. Right wing. Freeman, top of the circle, Sebastian. Left wing. In the corner, whistle foul. It's going to be an illegal screen against Auburn. I think against Pettiford.
I think so too. They're trying to run their offense through Keyshawn Hall, but to get him there, he actually lined up on the opposite side. To get him there, Tahad had to screen for him. Didn't really have the proper angle.
Tulsa basketball leading Auburn by 2, 6:05 to go in the second half.
Going to test the endurance of the Auburn Tigers. It's the last 6 minutes to go. It's time to dig in, snuff them on defense, and go score on offense.
Riley on the left wing for Barnstable. Picked up by Pettiford there. Top of the circle, Green. Drives it down the lane, kicks it to the wing for Riley. Riley against KO. Head fake. Leans in. Now to the top for Barron. Right wing, Riley again. Drive, shoots. He didn't get it. Rebound tap, and here's Hall the other way for Auburn with numbers. Keyshawn to the hole. To Freeman to the hole. He missed it. Got it back. He was fouled. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Popola fouled Elijah Freeman, who goes to the line for 2 with a chance to tie it. Freeman, 2 points on the night. First free throw. It's good.
That's a good, fast break. The ball just didn't go down. It's a struggle right now for the Tigers to get easy baskets in. Missing 2 or 3 different layups in the last 3 or 4 minutes. It's a good idea, though, to get fouled, get to the free throw line, get you a freebie.
Freeman's second free throw is short. Rebound to Schmeichel, who replaced Barron in the lineup. 1 point Tulsa lead. 5:25 on a counting clock in the second half. Riley at the top. Green. Schmeichel, right wing. Schmeichel, one dribble. Picks up the dribble. Top of the circle, Green. 3 ball in the air. Short. Rebound underneath for Riley for Tulsa. Out to the wing to the free throw line. Underneath, he goes up, he missed it. And the rebound fought for. Still loose, and it comes to Freeman. Hey, this is an opportunity for Auburn to take the lead. And it's Hall to the corner. Pettiford, 3 ball, no good. And the rebound to Tulsa.
Well, that was a good look.
Sure was.
Wide open 3 by Tahad. Looked like he might be just a little winded.
4:43, second half, 67-66 Tulsa. Championship game of the NIT. Riley at the top. Gets a screen. Overton comes with it to Popola. Drives it. Kicks it left. 3 ball Riley. In and out. Rebound fought for, and it comes again to Freeman. Outlet to Keyshawn Hall. Another chance for Auburn to take the lead. Hall to the hole. Bumped in the baseline. Out to the top. Right corner. 3 ball KO. Yes!
What a play right there by Keyshawn Hall to swing the ball to Pettiford. Over to Overton, and Overton buried the 3. Big basket, Andy.
And Auburn goes up by 2. 69-67. It's a full timeout, 4:15 to go. Beach Tigers 3-pointer. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services makes a $25 donation to Outlive, which benefits local cancer patients and treatment centers. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger. Our new Big Ranch Wrap is just $3 with a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or for $4, go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with a Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese for just $5. Add fries and a drink for just $2.49. Now that's a big deal. The Whata Deal, now at Whataburger. For a limited time at participating locations. Download the app.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank Postgame Show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
4:15 in the second half. Auburn 69, Tulsa 67. A free ball from the right corner by Kevin Overton. And Auburn has regained the lead on a 6-0 run. Tulsa's gone 3:29 without scoring, have missed their last 8 field goals.
They look like they were a little short on their shots as well. Fatigue may be playing a factor in this game. I think in this last 4 minutes and 15 seconds, you got to reach down in a championship game, make the little things happen. Loose balls. The Tigers have done a good job getting defensive rebounds, and we're racing the ball down, putting Tulsa on their heels and getting good looks. That last time was the best fast break we've had in the second half by moving the basketball from Hall to Pettiford to Overton for the 3-ball.
Tahad, or rather Kevin, leads Auburn with 19 points, 17 for Pettiford, 12 for Jovic. David Green's 23 points leads everybody, 14 for Riley, 10 for Popola for Tulsa. For Auburn, Tahad Pettiford, Kevin Overton, Keyshawn Hall, Elijah Freeman, and Sebastian Williams-Adams. Let me get the lineup real quick. Barnstable, Riley, Popola, Barrand, and Green. They're starting 5. Riley across midcourt, top of the circle, picked up by KO. To Barrand down on the left wing. At the top, it's Popola, picked up by Freeman. Low post, Green against Sebastian. Green backs his way into the lane, spins, goes up, got it. We're tied.
That's who they've been going to. That's their special play. He's their best player, best scorer, best player on the floor for Tulsa tonight. Green has been effective.
He has 25. Freeman. Low post for Hall. Against Green. Tie ball game. Hall spins. Head fake goes up. No. Auburn wanted to foul and didn't get the call. Ahead, Barrand for Tulsa to the hole. He got it. Tulsa with the lead, 71-69. Tiger ball down 2. 3:19 in the second half. Pettiford between the circles. Bounce pass, Sebastian. Lobs it to the top for Pettiford. 16 to shoot for Auburn, down 2. Sebastian. Gonna have to take it against Barron. 9 to shoot to Pettiford. Right wing drives it. Cut off. Sebastian, a 3. It's short. Rebound Tulsa.
Well, that's not kind of who you wanted. Yeah. You need to remember who Kevin Overton is as well.
Tulsa with a 2-point lead in the ball. 2:45 to go in the championship game of the NIT. Big defensive setup right now for Auburn. Riley, right wing, throws it away. It comes to Hall. Auburn the other way, Hall bumped and fouled at the top by Riley. That's just the 6th foul against Tulsa. Auburn ball out of bounds, 2:33 to go, down 2.
Be a sideline out of bounds play for the Tigers. They need to execute on this possession. They got a freebie right there.
Sure did. Hall will trigger, 27 to shoot for Auburn. Hall will trigger down the left sideline. Sebastian Williams-Adams. Keyshawn, top of the circle, a 3 for the lady. He didn't get it, but he was fouled.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Fouled by Green. And Keyshawn goes to the line for 3.
These are 3 big free throws. He's been to the free throw line more times this year than anybody.
Keyshawn
none
Hall,
bigger.
226 free throws, an Auburn record. He gets 3 here. An opportunity to give Auburn the lead. 2:28 to go. Big breath, left-handed shot. Got it. (71-70) Tulsa. 2:28 to go. Hall can tie it. Missed it. He can tie it up here at the 2:28 mark. Does. We're tied. Tied at 71. 2:27 to go.
Tigers going to get a little bit higher pickup point on their defense. Pick up right at midcourt. Start putting pressure on Tulsa.
Riley Barron outside the arc against Hall. Barron picks up the dribble. Throws it to Popola. Turns the corner. Popola at the free throw line. Backs it out to the wing. Top of the circle, Riley. 10 to shoot. Riley against Hall. Riley drives on Hall. Goes up. Missed it. That's the 5th foul on Keyshawn Hall. And Riley will go to the line for 2, and Keyshawn Hall is fouled out of the last game in the Auburn uniform. 11 points and 12 rebounds tonight for Keyshawn. And if Auburn is to win this one, they're going to have to do it without their leading scorer this season, Keyshawn Hall.
Had Jovic to sit for quite a while. Maybe he's rejuvenated, got a little extra spark in his tank right here.
Riley for 2 makes the first, and Tulsa has the lead. This is one of the guys they want at the free throw line in clutch time. Second free throw. Made them both.
Yeah, they're going to keep the ball in his hands, that's for sure.
Been a while since Pettiford has done anything for Auburn offensively. He has the ball. Leaves it for Freeman. Now to Overton at the top. Tulsa by 2, 73-71. Overton inside the arc, spins to the free throw line. Down the right side of the lane, he lost it. Gets tied up, jump ball, and Tulsa will have it on the arrow.
Just everything's been off the dribble. Actually, this entire half, they've had a flurry of a little bit of a transition baskets, but Auburn's offense has not moved the basketball like they have been doing the last 3 weeks. Therefore, they've turned it over a little bit more than normal.
12 turnovers tonight, 11 for Tulsa. They're up 2 with 1:43 to go in the second half. Auburn's got to get a stop somehow, some way. Riley outside the arc against Overton. 2 Barnstable left wing. Down the wing. In the corner, Popola 3. Didn't get it. Weak side rebound, Sebastian. Outlet to Pettiford, down 2 Auburn ball. To Hott on the left wing, crossover dribble. Stays on the wing, spins, ball taken away. Riley just picked his pocket.
He sure did. It's the biggest defensive stand of the night is right here.
1:12 in the second, Tulsa by 2. Riley down the lane, kicks it to the corner. Popola a 3, it's good. And Tulsa leads by 5. Off a turnover by Auburn. Under a minute to go. Down 5, Auburn ball, 53 seconds. Left wing, Sebastian Williams, 3. No. Rebound to Kevin Overton. On the wing, top of the circle. Pettiford for 3. Got it!
Got to call timeout here.
Timeout Auburn. Take on game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. 44.2 seconds to go. The Pettiford 3, his first field goal of the second half, cuts the Tulsa lead to 2 with 44.2 seconds to go in the second half. Tulsa will have it. They are in the double bonus. But Auburn has time here with 44.2 seconds to go.
Yeah, either way, you've got to play this out. You're down 2, 44 seconds. You've got to win this defensive possession. Something good's got to come up. If the ball squirts loose or comes out to be a 50-50 ball, you've got to come up with that. Gain an extra possession right here by utilizing your defense, your length, your quickness.
Pettiford, Overton, Freeman, Jovich, and Sebastian Williams-Adams. For Tulsa, Barron, Popola, Barnstable, Green, and Riley. Their starting 5, Keyshawn Hall fouled out of the game at the 2:03 mark. Full length of the floor to go for Tulsa. They lead by 2, 44.5 seconds remaining. Inbound Barnstable in the backcourt. Now to Tylen Riley, who'll bring the ball up the floor. Picked up by Pettiford in the center circle. Riley wants a screen from Barron and gets it. Now picked up by Jovich. Back to Pettiford. 13 to shoot for Tulsa.
Looks like they're going to go to the end of the clock.
Riley at the top against Pettiford. Down the lane against Pettiford to the hole. He missed it. Rebound Barron. And a whistle and a foul against Auburn. It's a late whistle.
Must have been on the offensive rebound on the opposite side. So he's going to get him. 2-shot foul or 1?
Well, it doesn't matter because they're in the double bonus.
Yes, 2-shot
So Barron gets a couple right here with 18.2 to go, and Jovich is just fouled out. It's 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists tonight for Phillip. And Auburn will have to bring Caden Magwood into the lineup. Down to 2. Barron at the line for Tulsa. Auburn, the only ones down each side of the free throw line. First free throw is good. 18.8 to go.
You got to go straight to the basket as quickly as you can. If he makes this free throw, if he doesn't, you can set up and still get to the rack. You don't need a 3 right now, but it wouldn't hurt. You might as well go get a quick 2, get to the 76 mark, and call timeout.
Tulsa by 4. Up the floor, Pettiford at the left wing. Crossover, 3 ball to Hyde, didn't get it. Rebound, low post, it's up, it's missed. Freeman fouled with 8.5 seconds. Down 4, he can cut the lead in half. I think Barron was called for the foul. It's his 4th. Got to get these free throws, Elijah.
That's for sure. Make these 2 free throws. They'll probably call timeout to set up their press.
First is short. He can cut the lead to a single possession here. And he does. 78-75 Tulsa.
Got to go for a steal or foul.
Yeah,
1
really.
or 2. You cannot let time run off that clock. It's 8.8 seconds to go.
Popola looking for an inbound. Still looking. Throws it. 5 seconds.
Huge.
Auburn ball.
Huge.
Down 3.
What a
Auburn
defensive
ball.
stop.
8.8 seconds to go.
Unbelievable defense by the Tigers that time. Now they've got a legitimate shot to tie this thing up with a 3-point shot.
8.8 seconds to go. Tigers trail by 3. Pettiford will trigger. In the corner. 3 ball. Pettiford. Or Overton ties it! From the left corner. Tulsa ball. 5 seconds to go. Riley across midcourt. Riley drives it. Puts it up at the buzzer. No good. We're going to overtime. Overtime! This season started with an overtime win against Bethune-Cookman. It's going to end with an overtime game tonight. The 3 ball in the right corner by Kevin Overton. And we go to overtime for the NIT championship. Holy cow!
What an amazing shot Kevin Overton made, and what an amazing defense the possession before to gain the possession to get the opportunity to tie it up. How about those Tigers?
Elijah Freeman made one of 2 free throws. Tulsa had the ball with 8.8 seconds to go. They couldn't get the ball inbound. Auburn got it to Pettiford into the corner for Overton, who knocked home a 3 from the right corner. And we are tied going to overtime for the NIT championship game. How about that? Remember, Auburn will play this overtime period without Keyshawn Hall and without Philip Jovich.
Now they're down 2. They're going to have to ride the ones that's available to ride right now. They've got to get on your back. You've got to rejuvenate your energy level. You've got to fire yourself up and try to reach down, because fatigue has affected both of these teams. You can tell in their shooting in the second half.
For Auburn, Tahad Pettiford, Caden Magwood, Sebastian Williams-Adams, Elijah Freeman, and Kevin Overton. The starting 5 for Tulsa: Popola, Riley, Barnstable, Barron, and Green. And we are tied at 78. Heading to overtime of the NIT championship game. A jump ball to open overtime. Sway against Barron. The tap is controlled by Tulsa. Barron went over and back. Barron went over and back. He knocked that ball into the backcourt and went back and retrieved it. Tulsa ball. Barnstable left wing. Looking underneath for Green to Riley at the top. Gets a screen. Right wing. Free throw line. Low post. Barron to the hole. He gets it. Going to be a basket interference against Auburn, and Tulsa takes the lead. Tulsa 80, Auburn 78, Tiger basketball. Tahad Pettiford across midcourt. To the left wing. Down the lane, Sebastian. Bumped twice, goes up, ties the ball game.
Powers it up there. He took it from the free throw line. Just one-on-one to the basket. Got to get a stop, Tigers.
Tulsa basketball, Riley at the top. Off the left side for Barron. Barron to Barnstable for 3. He did not get it. Rebound tapped out. It comes out of there to Sebastian. Ahead to Hod. To the hole. Gets it! And Auburn takes the lead!
Fast break basketball off the defensive rebound with a lead pass and a stuff by Pettiford. What a play.
Auburn by 2. 3:53 in overtime. Riley in the lane. Bumped. Goes up. He ties the ball game.
Well, he is a crafty little player. He has got unbelievable body control in there amongst the trees.
We're tied at 82. 3:38 to go in overtime. Pettiford at the top. Gets the ball to Sebastian against Barron, and he's fouled by Barron. And that's not a break for Auburn, quite frankly, because Sebastian goes to the line to shoot 2 right here. Barron just fouled out by, I think that's the 5th on Barron. Yep, he's done.
That'll neutralize the size-wise. We'll take the 6'10 center out, although
they'll go to Schmeichel now off the bench.
Schmeichel has actually had his time and played pretty well. He's been pretty effective in this game in his short time on the floor.
Sebastian Williams-Adams at the line for 2. A 51% free throw shooter. Excuse me, this is a 1 and bonus. First free throw, good.
Nice touch there by Sebastian.
Double-digit night for Sebastian Williams-Adams. He has 11. He's given Auburn a 1-point lead, 83-82, with 3:31 to go in overtime. Second free throw. Yes!
Really good. Big free throws and pressure situation right there.
Tigers by 2. 3.5 minutes to go. Riley across midcourt. By the way, Michalek checks in for Auburn for defense. Popola at the top at screen. Outside the arc for Schmeichel. Ball knocked out of his hand from behind. Run down on the left wing by Green. Drives. Loses it. Loses it again. Saved by
What a
Sebastian. Auburn basketball. He saved it from going out of bounds. And Auburn has it leading by 2. 3 minutes to go. Pettiford across midcourt. 19 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers by 2 in overtime. Tahad weaves his way through traffic to the hole. Up, he got it with the left hand.
He just snaked his way around, but what a play by Blake Michalek to get the deflection where Sway could retrieve it to win that possession to go up 4 points by the score by Pettiford.
Auburn up 86-82. Drive, Riley drives and he dunks it. 2-point Auburn lead, 2.5 minutes to go, 86-84. Pettiford across midcourt, right-hand dribble, shot clock at 22, Tigers by 2. Overtime of the NIT championship game. Tahad near midcourt, drives it left wing, nearly loses it, gets the ball back. Shot clock at 9. Pettiford outside the arc, long 3, Overton, yes!
Oh my!
Holy cow!
The logo 3 by Overton.
Auburn by 5, 1:59 to go. 89-84 Tigers. Riley at the right wing for Tulsa. Picked up by Michalek. Riley against Michalek to the baseline. Stays right with it. Spins there. Spins baseline. Underneath, he lost it. Ball still loose. Riley gets it back. 13 to shoot. Green a 3. It's no good. Rebound Freeman for Auburn. Tiger ball. Minute 33 to go. Auburn leads by 5. Pettiford across midcourt for the Tigers.
90 seconds, Andy.
Tahad just inside midcourt. Overton on the other side. Here comes the screen. Pettiford weaves his way through traffic down the lane. Fade away from 5. Short. Rebound Barnstable for Tulsa. 1:11 to go. Green to the corner. Propola for 3. No good. Rebound tap up and good by Barnstable. Timeout Tulsa. With 1:04 to go and Auburn leading by 3, 89-86. And it's a full timeout. Wow. 1:04 remaining. Auburn 89. Tulsa 86. Let me talk down the line right here to Jacob Hillman. Jacob, if you could give us about 30 seconds just to catch our breath, we'll send it to you in the Auburn Sports Network studio.
Send it to me, Quinn. Yep, we are having a fun time in overtime at Gainbridge Fieldhouse between the Tigers and Tulsa Golden Hurricane. 89-86, Auburn leading over Tulsa with 64 seconds to go. A reminder that we've got Tiger Talk this upcoming Thursday. It's the final Tiger Talk of the season at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. That'll be at 6 o'clock on Thursday at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. And we'll set you up for A-Day. That's coming up on April 18th at Jordan-Hare Stadium for Auburn football. Auburn baseball plays on Tuesday to continue its 8-game homestand against Jacksonville State at 6 o'clock. 5:45 airtime with Andy Burcham and Brad Law on the call from Plainsman Park. I think voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey are ready to go back to action right here with 64 seconds to go in this NIT championship game. 89-86, Auburn leads Tulsa. Let's send it back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Minute 4 to go. Auburn 89, Tulsa 86. Auburn basketball. Full shot clock, full length of the floor to go for the Tigers. Randall Dickey.
Wide open 3 or something at the basket. Try to draw a foul, get to the free throw line at worst. But defensively, you're really 2 stops away from winning a national title.
Blake Michalek, Tahad Pettiford, Elijah Freeman, Sebastian Williams-Adams, and Kevin Overton, the Auburn 5. Popola, Riley, Barnstable, Green, and Schmeichel for Tulsa. Full length of the floor to go for Auburn. Tahad Pettiford, who has played 41 minutes tonight, will bring the ball up the floor in the most important offensive possession of the year for Auburn. He's across midcourt.
Got to milk the clock, too, as you can. Try to get something at the basket. You score and to get to the free throw line would be even better.
Pettiford on the right wing for Kevin Overton, 10 to shoot. Kevin against Popola. To the free throw line, down the lane to the hole. He's fouled with 40.9 seconds to go. And Auburn leading 89-86. And your best free throw shooter goes to the line for a couple.
None bigger than these two right here that he has shot throughout the entire season.
Foul against Popola is his third of the night.
Put you back up 2 possessions right here with 40 seconds to go.
Overton, the first of 2. Got it. 90-86 Auburn. 40.9 seconds to go. Overton can take the lead to 5 right here. Short.
Ooh.
Rebound Tulsa.
Still 2-point Auburn lead. Yep.
37 seconds and counting.
Got to get a stop.
Boy, a stop might do it. Riley drives it into the lane. Picks it up on the wing. Popola outside the arc to Riley at the top. Picked up by Freeman. Riley, step back, had a 3, didn't take it. Now Barnstable. Barnstable rises up for 3. He didn't get it. Rebound Tulsa. Barnstable across midcourt. That's over and back. Auburn gets the ball back with 14.8 seconds and leading by 4.
Got to be strong with the basketball right here, Andy. They've got to come and get the Tigers right now. It gets in. They're going to try to foul. We need to keep the ball in Kevin Overton's hands or Tahad Pettiford's hands. They're two of the best free throw shooters, 2 of the 3 best free throw shooters on this team.
Auburn will have it down the left sideline. Sebastian Williams-Adams, the inbound to Overton. Kevin near a double team bounce pass. Freeman, and he's fouled by Green. And Elijah Freeman to the stripe for Auburn to shoot 2. With Auburn leading by 4, he can make it a full 2-possession game with 10.9 seconds to go in overtime of the NIT championship game. Elijah Freeman, the transfer from Lincoln Memorial out of Palm Beach, Florida, at the line for 2 for the Tigers, with Auburn leading by 4. The first of 2. Got it! He can make it a 6-point lead right here. They put 11.5 on the board right now. Second free throw. 6-point Auburn lead.
He just hazed the basketball a little bit. We're going to call timeout, set up our defense right here, and just haze the basketball. Not give them a free rein, but you cannot foul a jump shot anywhere, 2 or 3, with 11.5 seconds to left.
And Auburn leading by 6, 92-86. They've done it in overtime without Jovich. They've done it since the 2:03 mark of regulation without Keyshawn Hall. And now with 11.5 seconds to go, Auburn leads by 6. And Tulsa has full length of the floor to go for the NIT championship. Bethune-Cookman on opening night, Auburn won it in overtime. It's an overtime game to close the season tonight. And Auburn is 11.5 seconds away from an NIT championship. Full length of the floor to go. Mashalik, Freeman, Overton, Pettiford, and Sebastian Williams-Adams.
What character has been on display by the Auburn Tigers? They went through a dry spell. They didn't play very well, played sensational early, didn't play very well in a stretch of the second half, but they have regrouped.
And here is Tulsa, full length of the floor to go. Popola will trigger. Gets it inbound to Riley. Cross midcourt with 9. Timeout, Tulsa. 9 seconds to go. They may put a little more time back on the clock. Trailing by 6. They've got to go for 3 here, don't they, Randall?
Yes, there's not any doubt, because you only have 9 seconds to go. It's a full two-possession game, and you got to hit 2 threes just to tie it.
92-86 Tigers. It's not over yet, friends, and it's 9.4 seconds on the clock. And Tulsa will have it just inside midcourt. One of the best three-point shooting teams that Auburn has faced trails by 2 of those with 9.4 seconds to go.
Well, they've been averaging 10 a game. They're sitting on 6 at this point.
Tahad Pettiford, Blake Mashalik, Elijah Freeman, Sebastian Williams-Adams, and Kevin Overton for Auburn. They'll have the ball about a third of the way down the right sideline, will Tulsa. Trailing by 6 with 9.4 seconds to go. Popola, Barnstable, Schmeichel, Green, and Riley. And Popola will trigger. Pettiford will face guard Popola. Popola still looking. Inbound on the wing. It's Riley. He drives to the basket. He puts it up. He didn't get it. Rebound Freeman out of there across midcourt. Your Auburn Tigers are going to win the NIT. Auburn wins the NIT championship. The Tigers come from behind late, forces overtime, and wins tonight in Indianapolis. Auburn 92, Tulsa 86. War Eagle.
Unbelievable. What an overtime performance. Kevin Overton to Hod Pettiford, the best pair of guards on the floor tonight. One gets 26, the other one gets 24. Tigers have 5 guys in double figures. It took a long time to put Tulsa away, but they finally did. What a performance. Something to make history about. What a group of guys that were short-handed and 2 guys fouled out into the overtime. Unbelievable performance. Congratulations to the Auburn Tigers. 2025-26 season. What a year to remember.
This Auburn team criticized by many for going to the NIT. The only SEC team to enter the NIT. And it emerges as the NIT champion tonight. Auburn 92, Tulsa 86. The Tigers are NIT champions. Stay tuned. A victorious Regions Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Are you ready for your winning moment?